Hello, my friends. This is Bobby D coming to you live from the La Paz, Cebu, Philippines. I'm having an awesome time in the Philippines today. Hope you are as well, wherever you're from. Hey, today I want to talk to you about buying real estate in the Philippines as a foreigner. In the Philippines, yeah, man. Buying real estate in the Philippines as a foreigner in the Philippines. Yeah. Woo, what a joy. It's a joy. Just come back to get my friends. And today I want to say for those of you here for the first time, you click on that subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you can see fresh new Philippine videos, motivational videos, and worldwide videos. Now, when you talk about the Philippines, you understand, this is a country where people come every day, and a lot of people come here to live. Like yours truly. I came here to live, man. In 2014, I had the Philippines in my dreams. I'm living my dreams in the Philippines. And so when people come here, they have to find a place to live. Okay, and sometimes some people don't want to buy, they want to rent, and want to get an apartment. Some people want to get in a room, and whatever floats your boat, man. Whatever's good for you is good for you, right? I'm not the judgmental type. If you want to buy a house, fine. If you want to buy a condo, fine. If you want to rent your room, fine. You live in a hotel, fine. Whatever you want to do, man. Hey, whatever you want to do, man. If it's cool with you, it's cool with me. Okay? From today, we're going to talk about buying real estate. Okay? Buying real estate, man. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Buying real estate, man. Property, in the Philippines. Yeah, man. I'll tell you, man, it's a difference. For those of you in the United States, in the Western countries, it's a little bit different things they do here compared to the United States. Okay? We're going to talk about some of those things today. But, I'm feeling all right. Uh-huh. Say it again. I'm feeling all right. Woo. Good vibration, baby. I'm feeling good today. But anyway, we're going to talk about, let's talk about this. Recently, they trying to hide again, y'all. You can't hide from the camera. You cannot hide from the camera. Camera sees everything. Everything. But yeah, man. Recently, I did a video on this recently. Philippines, Cebu City is back in ECQ. I'm kid you not, man. We just got out of ECQ. We on GCQ. Now we're back in the ECQ. Can you believe that, man? Can you believe that, man? We're back on lockdown, baby. We're back on lockdown. That's one of the highest form we get. ECQ, man. You know why we're back on lockdown, Cebu City? Because people don't listen. And the numbers went, had a spike, a big spike. Just as they let us into the GCQ, which is the loosest form, one of the loosest form of quarantine, then we had a big old spike. And the president said, look here, Cebu City, I need to put you back on the ECQ2, because you ain't doing right. Okay? So that's what happened, man. The COVID-19 number went like, and then they put it back. So we're on lockdown, baby. I was just feeling good, and at least trying to get out a little bit more, and now we're back down where we started from. So it looked like we may be on ECQ till the end of the month. It depends again on the numbers. The priority here in the Philippines is saving lives. Okay, it's not about money, it's not about dollars, not about pesos. It's about lives. Okay, and that's what the people here have significantly on their minds. How many lives are we saving? What can we do to save lives? And the problem is, I'm going to be doing videos on this, maybe after this, very soon. The problem is this: you have a people, and the cultural morals, the cultural values are what? To combine, to unify, to be sharing and caring, and they meet and greet a lot. Okay. They want to be around each other, like lovey-dovey, warm and fuzzy feeling. They get that warm and fuzzy feeling when they're around each other, okay? They like to communicate, And so because of that, it's very hard when you tell them you have to do physical distancing. It's very hard when you have to tell them you have to do social distancing, because that's against their fiber. That's against everything in their body. They want to socialize. They like it. So because of that innate ability and desire to want to socialize and be as one happy family and talk, chit chat, play, they come together. That's why the virus is spreading. And people are, one thing I tell you, people here are wearing masks. That's a good thing, man. Everybody, I have not seen within the last 2 to 3 weeks, I have not seen anyone outside uh, without a mask. But number one thing is if you don't get you try to go to the stores here without a mask on, you will not get served. They got big signs, no mask, no service. So people know better. And then you can also get fined if you don't have a mask. So mask is being done. However, the physical distancing, social distancing is not being done. Okay. And that's why the numbers like to the roof, baby, to the roof, to the roof, to the roof. They busting through the roof. Okay. So government has to do what they have to do, and they did the right thing. They're trying to protect the people's lives. Okay. So everybody wants Cebu City to open up because Lisa D said she went to the mall the other day. The mall was open and everything. Like she said, everything's like normal, Bobby. Everybody's walking around, but everybody's wearing masks, but it's like normal. I said, wow, we were under GCQ. And then yesterday, guess what? GCQ, boom, everything was back locked down again, baby. The malls, ain't nothing open in the malls except the essential stuff like hardware, pharmacy, and groceries. That's it. So you make 2 steps forward and you make 4 steps backwards. So that's where we are, right back where we started. But again, it is a good thing. We're saving lives. So no big complaints from me. I enjoy it. I abide by the rules of this country, and whatever they say for me to do, I will do. And whether I like it or not, I have to abide. Okay, so that's how it is. So just wanted to bring that to your attention because I know a lot of you look at the video. I said, "Wow, they in ECQ again." Yeah. Now you know why. Okay. We have to get the numbers on they have to start coming down, tapering down instead of going through the roof. Okay. And that makes perfect sense. Okay. If you want to know the truth, look at New York. Governor Cuomo, they were going through the roof, and then he locked down New York City, and then he started doing testing, and the numbers started going down, and now they're opening New York City back up. Okay, so perfect example of what has to be done. And Philippines is just like any other government; they're looking after their people. Okay, all right. So today we want to talk about real estate. Just a few things. I'm not going to take long on this. I'm going to give you, it's sort of similar to how, for those of you that are familiar with purchasing real estate in the United States, it is somewhat similar to that with some exceptions. And I'll go over those for you as we go through this. Now, a lot of people, let's talk about this before we get into that. When many people come here, they have 2 things on their mind. Number one, it's where they're going to find a place to live. Number 2, are they going to buy or rent, which is more efficient? Now, a lot of expats that come from the United States, they have, if you talk about buying, that's buying real estate. That's a dirty word. What do you mean, Bobby? I don't buy it now, not in the Philippines. Yeah, that's a dirty word to them. And there's a lot of reasons for that. Yeah. Number one, if you buy real estate in the Philippines, you can not buy land. You can buy a condo in your name, but you can't buy a house and lot in your name. That's just a law. Okay, as a foreigner, you cannot buy a house and lot in your name. So many men say, well, I can't put it in my name. I mean, I got to put it in my Filipino's name. Nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. So buying is out of the question. They don't trust the Filipino enough to buy, and that she would do right by them. And then number 2, if you purchase real estate in the Philippines, you can purchase a house. You can purchase house and lot as a foreigner. However, I will say that again. I like saying that. However, you have to be married to the Filipino. Okay. Yeah, we use it, Bobby. I got to marry this lady just to buy a house and lot. Yeah, you got to marry her. Okay. You want it in your name? I said, look at me. Do you want it in your name or not? Okay. If you want it in your name, you want to buy a house, you got to marry the Filipino. Okay. Then both of your names go on the documents. Okay. Go on the deeds. That's just the way it is, baby. Live with it. Deal with it. Like James Brown said, you got to deal with it. You don't like it? Leave. Okay. That's the way it is, man. And I purchased this house, me lease deed. And first thing they asked, sir, y'all married? I said, yeah, we married. What do you think? think I'm dumb? I don't know the law out here. I know the law. I read. You have to know the law when you come out here, man. Come out here like you ain't got no sense. Learn, read. Or you come out here acting like, well, I won't buy this. I won't buy that house lot, man. And I'm not married. Sir, you do what you say, sir? I'm not married. I just want to buy, put in my name. Sir, listen here, sir. You know the law says you have to be married. Yeah? And they get mad. What you say, man? I ain't got to be married. I got my money right here. I pay cash. How you get crazy? Man, don't come out here crazy like that, please. Give other expats a bad name. Be reasonable, be polite, be pleasant, and have the people explain to you so you can understand. Do your homework before you come to this country, okay? And do not be ignorant. Oh, Bobby, you call me ignorant. Yeah, I call you. Ignorant means when you don't know, right? If you don't know, you're ignorant, right? I'm not saying you're dumb. I'm just saying don't be ignorant. Don't have a lack of what? Knowledge. Have the knowledge of beforehand. Read. Look at videos, ask people, then you know what you're dealing with before you get involved with the Philippines real estate purchasing. That's what I did. I read. So when it time to sign on the dotted line and know what I had to do, I knew all about the law. Of course, I read about it. I read about it. I knew. Okay. So let's study up. I'm going to help you out today. All right. Let's get started, man. You see the thumbnail for today, as we normally customarily do, and we're going to get started. Now, let me say at the outset, if you have questions as I go through this presentation, save them for the train ride, okay? Write your questions down in the chat session, and as I go through, we ride the train, I'll see your question, and I'll answer it to the best of my ability as we go down the rail car, okay? Now, you with me, GP? You know, I do what you may need. I don't leave nobody, no question leave unturned, okay, unanswered. I try to get them all. All right. So we'll take a look at this today. And as I go through this, I've done it in a developer versus an individual person. So the condos and house and lots are very similar. The same things you're going to need pretty much as you would buy a house, a lot, or a condo. Same things you're going to need. But keep in mind, just as a general frame reference, when you purchase land or real estate when you purchase real estate in the Philippines as a foreigner or expat, they're going to look at you more carefully. They're going to be more stricter and more stringent upon you. In other words, you're going to have to make sure you have abundant income, not just the minimum. You got to have a little bit over the chain to the chain, because you're a foreigner, and they deem foreigners as what? Risk, high risk sometimes, because somebody, I'm gonna buy this house right here. They put the down payment down and say, let's sign up. And then they get in the house. 2 months later, they go to the USA. And the bank's stuck with the law. Okay. So they make it very, very harder, not harder, but more stringent and as opposed to a Filipino when it comes to purchasing real estate. Okay? Keep that in mind as well. And it's just normal. Would you like to be here holding the bag for somebody bought a house from you, got a loan from you, the bank, and he said 2 months later he left it high and dry, and you stuck with the big house that you just financed? Would you want to do it? No, it just makes sense. Yeah. So they're gonna be a little more strict, and I don't have a problem with it. Anybody that's legit will not have a problem with providing extra documents, extra anything they need if they're legit. If you're trying to scam and bam, then you be like, what I got to do that for? Yeah, you got, because you're trying to scam and bam. That's why you got to do that foul. Okay. All right, let's get started. Let's look at the thumbnail for today. Here we go. See that lady right there? She's cute. Beautiful Filipino smile. Look at that nose, man. I love that nose and those eyes. She's just gorgeous. The guy's a handsome little black man, and they make a great couple. And guess what? They're trying to buy a home and living in the Philippines. He met his sweetheart, and she don't want to live in the United States. She said, look here, man. She said, Green. She said, look here, Condo. I'm not leaving my home. I'm love the Philippines. You need to buy me a home. He said, why we can't rent? Because I don't like rent. And to be honest with you, most Filipinos, when you marry a Filipino or you date them or whatever, they don't want to rent. You know why? Because they've been renting all their life. They want to own. They want a piece of the pie, baby. And why not? Why not? But the American, kind of always like, nah. He said, why? You know why I don't want to buy? Because I got to put this in your name. We ain't married. The ones that ain't married, I got to put this in your name to buy it now. I'm playing that game. And then the ones that's married said, okay, well, we'll talk about this. We married, so it's okay. You can put my name on it too. And that's how it goes. That's why a lot of foreigners come here. They prefer to rent. my opinion, when I came here, I was, well, I told you, the jack of all trades, right? I've done a lot of things in my lifetime. I used to be a real estate agent. Yeah, in Georgia. I sold property, and I know about real estate. In my mentality, if you're going to stay somewhere on a long term basis, right? I mean, 6 months, year, two, yeah, long term. For me, this is my philosophy. I want to buy, okay, because in particularly in reference to Cebu City, the property value prices are going out the roof, baby. Every year they like almost double. Okay. So that money that you invested in at home is like an investment income. It's just sitting there. You don't even paying your note, but your property values are every year, every year. So when you get ready to sell that property, you're gonna get all your equity you put in plus the equity that's built up over the time you lived there. But just because the value increased, the property increased in what value? Okay, so it's an investment, and that's where you have to look at it. Long-term investment, and I love it. I love real estate. I used to have when I was in USA, I had 5 houses. I rented them out. And man, I was making, I never paid any taxes. You know why I didn't pay the taxes when I had them houses? Because I had write-offs. I was like Trump then. I paid no taxes, man. I was like, taxes, write off, write off. I had all kind of write-offs because I had rental property. And I had income. I was on a job. I had rental property. I had 5 houses. Plus I had a regular job. And I had people renting the houses out. All that, I wrote everything off. When it came to time to pay taxes, I think I paid like $100. I had those houses of like, man, how long I had those houses? 8 years, 6 years, something like that. Anyway, I had them for a long time. Then I got rid of them. Because you know why I got rid of them? Because every time I turn around, somebody messing up in the house. I got to find a new tenant. Finding a good tenant, it takes some work. You hear me? Because people fool you. They get in your house and then they tear stuff up. Then they don't want to pay you. So I got tired. I let them all go. But anyway, I'm getting distracted. Let's get started. All right. Show you that thumbnail for today. Here is a focus. Okay, let's go to focus. I try to show you where we're going and tell you how we're going to get there and why we're going to get there. And you see those people right there? They're married, man. She trying to kiss the camera with them big lips. She said, I want me to get me a house. I want me to get me a house. Kissy. All right. So the focus for today is we're going to look at a general summary of the procedures for purchasing real estate. And we're going to look at buying from an individual versus number 3, buying from what? Developer. Okay. And then we'll look at the documents that you may need. Some of them you may or may not need. Some of the documents that you may, depends on the lender. It depends on the bank you're dealing with, or if you're dealing with a developer, etc. But keep in mind, guys, everything I'm telling you here is a general summary, okay? Because when you're dealing out there, sometimes the things I tell you could vary based on who you're dealing with and whether it's a developer or an individual, etc., etc., etc. Now, tomorrow, we're going to be looking at how to purchase an automobile, okay? Car. I know, like you, when you get to the Philippines, you don't want to be riding no Jeep, do you? I know I didn't. I was like, man, when I first got here, we rode a Jeep for about 2 or 3 months. I was like, in the taxi, taxis are cheap normally, but if you do it every day, what? It adds up, I got tired of paying them taxis and the smart. Sometimes the taxi get smart with me. I'm tired of this. I said, Lisa D, we ain't playing this game no more. We getting us a car. I said, she said, what do we need a car for? I said, I'm tired of riding these Jeeps, being feeling like a sardine. I'm tired of doing these taxis trying to be smart with me, and then we're gonna jack up the price. I'm tired. So we bought us a car. And I paid cash. That was the best thing I could have did, man. We ride everywhere now on our own. You don't have to worry about no jeepney, no taxi, none of that stuff. And we feel, and our car is comfortable. It's old now, but it rides, right? I paid cash for it. No house, no car, no. I'm like, yeah, we doing this thing, baby. So the bar will show you how to buy a car. All right. So y'all see we're going, right? We're going to summary, buy individual from individual, and then too much coffee. Developer, and then from documents. All right, let's go. Here we go. Huh? Lisa D said I had some tuba. Nah, I had no tuba, Lisa D. Come on now. Don't start with me. Lisa D is my lovely wife, y'all. You got to excuse her. She like to interrupt me a lot, but it's okay. I love her. She can do what she want to do. I still love her. Yeah, see, she laughed at me. I love her so much, man. That's my lady, man. Don't play with me and my wife. I don't play. I don't play with lease deed. Somebody said I'm a lease deed. Man, me and you gonna have some words. All right, let's get started. All right, so this is a basic summary of what we're the procedures. You want to make sure when you go and buy a house in the Philippines, you want to check the area. Usually, you want an area that's less pollution, a quiet area, but further from shops and restaurants and work. You want to make sure that's because in the Philippines, noise is a given. Anywhere you go in the Philippines, I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is, but these people have a love and fear with noise. Uh, so you want to try to find a place that's not, quiet, that's quiet and somewhat secluded as if you're doing a house. If you're doing a condo, you want to get closer from everything. But in more areas with more population, you have more noise as well with a condo. Okay, so those are difference there as far as the environment and proximity. Amenities. If you're buying a house, you have none because whatever's in your house, that's what you got. You don't have anything extra. If you're buying a condo, you're gonna have a swimming pool, gym. You may have some of those things, meeting room, child playing room. You may have a basketball court, stuff like that. Those are some of the usual amenities that you can expect when you're buying a condo. The maintenance expenses for a house usually going to be your responsibility for a house and lot as the owner, 100% on you. As far as the condo is concerned, 100% for the owner within his unit only. Okay. So if you're buying a condo, you're going to be responsible for everything that breaks down in your particular unit. Okay. And it's shared among all unit owners within the building. Rules and regulations for a house, only the Philippine law apply at your place. There's no additional rules or regulations except you have community village laws. Okay. As far as a condo, you have to comply with the rules and regulations of the administration or office of your building. So a little bit stricter, more stricter in a condo versus a house as far as rules and regulation. Lisa D, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure I don't drop. Possibility of, huh? We're good?
Make sure you're facing.
Okay. Possibility of extension or changes. You can change your extension or change your places. You can change your home or extend your home if you have a house or lot. Make changes to it. If you have a condo, no can do, sir. No can do. You can't make no changes. That's what you buy. What you see is what you'll get. What you'll get, man. You get nothing else. Nothing else. All right. So this is some information beforehand before you buy. Okay. So let's go back to our focus. We said we're going to give you a general summary. Then we're going to tell you about buying from an individual. Here we go. You ready? Hey, GP, you with me? Are you with me, GP? Hey, I know you are, man. Hey, oh yeah, I know you are. Let's do this thing, baby. Let's do it right. Tight, long, and strong. Can we do it? Can we do it? I know. Let's go. All right, here we go. So we got this guy right here. Big head white guy. He got a beautiful Filipino. He's so happy. Look at him. Look at that big old smile on his face. And she's like, I got me a man. I got my man. And he's mine. All mine. They buy the house. Okay, number one, when you're buying from an individual, you want to make sure the transfer of certificate title is authentic. What do you mean by that? Transfer certificate title? I don't know what you're talking about, but transfer title, man. They go when you buy a house, you have to transfer the title. If you deal with an individual, and I'm gonna tell you the problem with this. Okay, listen to me good. Okay, I want to get messed up. When you come out here and you buy a house, a lot of time you buy it from an individual. A lot of time they'll say, "Yeah, it's my house," and then it's not their house. It's not in their name. It's their mama house, and it's their mama name. But they trying to sell it. Kind of stuff like that you won't know. Because people think that this they live there, it's their house. They may be the owner of the house in what possession, but not the owner of the house in legality, not legal, the legal owner. Okay, understand me? Possession, that means they possess the house. It's theirs, they're in it, right? They legally possess it, but they're not legally what own it. Okay. So they're not the legal owner by the law. But in their mind, my house, it's somebody else. That's not your house, man. That's your mama house. So when you transfer the title, you have to make sure that it is authentic. And another thing is you have to make sure it's authentic because a lot of them give you fake titles. And you should probably what you do is hire a title company or a lawyer so they can go back and trace and make sure it's authentic before you put your money down on inside on that dotted line. A lot of owners are not reprehensible. Okay, they're not to be believe, because again, it's excitement. I want, they need money and they know they can sell it and get it, but it's usually not there. Or one thing they'll come out and say is, oh, this my boyfriend house, and he's an OFW, and he want me to sell it for him. But that's what, so ma'am, is it in your name, ma'am? No, it's in my boyfriend. Okay, ma'am, I can't deal with you. I need to deal with the boyfriend. But he's in Saudi Arabia and he's coming back, but he want me to sell. I can sell it to you. He don't mind. They just don't know. And as a purchaser, you should know. I'm telling you this because a lot of you may not know, but this is what you need to know as a purchaser, a foreign person trying to purchase in the Philippines. A lot of times they'll get over on you, and you won't, and you need to know. Okay, inquiring mind need to what? No, baby, no. Okay, I told you, lack of knowledge is no excuse for the law. Ignorance is no excuse for the law. You said, well, sir, I bought this house from her, though, sir, and she told me she was the owner. And the judge said, oh, sir, did you check it out? Did you get a title check? Did you get a lawyer to verify this title? No, sir. What's the English is no excuse for law, sir. I'm telling you, man, you got to know your stuff. I don't gotta think you're gonna get over on these people because they live from the Philippines, they don't know nothing. They know more than you half the time. That's why they're trying to get you to buy. Ryan Train Bob D. At least one nation. All right, next thing we're gonna look at. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't go through all of this. Next thing, so you want to make sure the title's authentic. And verify that it's clean. It goes along with having a good title, authentic and clean. Make sure that the land described on the title is really the land you're buying. Sometimes they'll try to trick you up on that. On the title, they'll have a description of a land that had nothing to do with what you buy. So you have to make sure it matches up. All right, make sure that the sellers are the real owners. I talked to you about that. They think they own it, they don't own it. And some of them know they own it, don't own it, and they still try to sell it. They try to get the monte. Confirm that the yearly real estate taxes are paid. That's a biggie, guys. A lot of times they'll try to sell you a house or condo or whatever, and they haven't paid the taxes. They've like 5 years. They haven't paid the taxes in 5 years, man. You're like, okay, you buy the house. Okay. And then we buy the house, guess what? You got a big fat tax bill sitting up. I said, so I thought you paid it. No, we ain't paying no tax. That's on you, sir. You go, got your money. You got to pay the tax. Okay, make sure go down to the real estate place, registration place, deed of sale, make tax place, tax office. Make sure all the taxes are paid. Sometimes you have to do this all that footwork yourself. But if you hire an attorney or an agent, you can pay them to verify all that stuff for you. Okay, a little bit of extra money, or you can do it yourself if you have the time. Okay, all right, so you got to make sure all that. So told you just now, we talked about when you're buying it from an individual. Now we want to take a look at when you're buying it from a developer or builder. Okay, you with me, GP? Are you with me, GP? Let's go. All right, see that man right there? She cool, man. She cool. All right, if you're buying it from a developer, check the availability of the mother title. What you mean by the mother title? Mother title. Yeah. The developer has a mother title here. That means it's a title that covers the entire property, all units on the subdivision, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. If it's condo, all units on the condo. A mother title. Make sure the mother title is available, that you can see it, and that your condo or your house and lot is included in that title. So when it comes time when you purchase that and got ready to receive your title, that it can be released. Okay, that's one very important difference between the United States and the Philippines. Okay. Number two, trust a reputable developer who has track record of completed developments. Okay, because a lot of time, what happens, guys, is that people come out here, they want to buy a condo, want to buy a house and lot. They find this guy, this Johnny come lately, just trying to get in the game, right? And he said, well, I'm building a development here, and I'll have a subdivision, or I'm building this condo, and we got several units, and we said, you building it, sir? You mean you haven't built it yet? No, we haven't built it yet. Why are you trying to sell? Why are you trying to sell lots in this house and units in this? We haven't built it. That's how we do in the Philippines, sir. We sell it beforehand. That's how they do out here. They will sell the units before it's even built. Okay, so that lends itself to a lot of fraud. Okay, so you have to make sure, and it's common for developers and lenders and builders to build stuff later, but sell it first. I don't understand why they do it like that. In the USA, it's totally opposite. You build it, right, and you sell it. Here, you sell it, right, then you build it. I don't know what but that's how they. Okay, she leases DC is the cheaper. I don't know. Anyway, that's how they do it out here. The opposite of the USA. So what happens is a lot of people will say we're gonna develop, but they got your money, right? They got your down payment, and then after you give them a down payment, you have to pay on the property like you live in it monthly until it's the bill been built until it's been built up, and then they'll tell you, okay, sir, property's finished now. You can move in anytime. You be 3, 5 years down the line for the property's finished, and you still paying. And so what happens is a lot of times developers don't have enough money to do what complete the project. So what they do is they say, sorry, we out of business. They file bankruptcy and they gone. They got your money and gone. You have no recourse. You have nothing, nothing left in your hand. Nothing, man. You feel angry and alone and broken and hurt, especially the foreigner, man. Man, I trusted in you, man. Sir, I trusted in you. I gave you $10,000, man, as a down payment. And I was paying monthly. You got my, sir. You know, ain't nothing they can do. You done messed up. You went and came, you did business with a Johnny come lately, and you should check the development track record of that person before you invest a peso, okay? I'm telling you, man, you have to do your due diligence, okay? Just don't come to the Philippines and think everything gonna be right. Yeah, I'm good, everything you good, yeah. No, they want your Monte Honte, okay? When you understand that, then you'll be able to have an incentive to do your what? Homework, your due diligence to check things out for yourself. Don't rely on your brother. Say, and you got a Filipino brother, say, hey brother, this guy here okay? You know, I'm getting ready to buy it. Is it okay? You think so? Your brother said, I think so. And then you know your money gone. You got to do your own homework, man. Come on now, don't be lazy. All right. And when you get lazy, you know what? I tell you, when you get lazy, then you get crazy. Because you were lazy. You didn't do your homework. Then you want to get crazy and want to fight people because you got my money. Don't get lazy. Don't get crazy. Do your homework. All right. So yeah, make sure they're a reputable developer and check their track record. Okay. Let's see what else. Check every provision of the contract to sell that you're going to sign, including the annexes. You want to read your contract to a T to the letter. If you the kind of person, if you don't like reading, you're gonna be in trouble. Cause you ever heard that thing said read the fine print, and the fine print is what gets you, man. And if you don't sit down there and read it, letter by letter, word by word, you're gonna be in trouble. Not trouble, trouble. You know what Bernie Mac said? Straight up bull. That's what you're gonna be. And if you have problems reading this contract, get you a lawyer. Okay? Take it to a lawyer. Cost you about a couple hundred pesos. So, sir, can you read this contract? Tell me, is there anything that I need to know that will hurt me? And it's going to hurt me if I sign this contract, sir? Because I don't like the legal jargon. I can't understand. Can you help me, sir? Sir, give me 500 pesos. I read it all day long. You pay them, they read it. And they may say, okay, so this paragraph here, you need to get them to check this out. You don't want to sign this until let's take care of it. That's what you do. Okay. You don't want to read, get you somebody to read it for you. Legal lawyer, attorney. You'll do it and check for you your things that are going to be hurting you or helping you as you sign that what contract. And ask about adjustments that can be done. So you want to make adjustments to the contract. And as I said, if it's something in there you just don't like, so sir, I can't. My lawyer just read this contract, and this paragraph here is not needed. It's going to hurt me in the long run. Can we make some adjustments here? And if they say so, fine. If they say no, you step. Or if you want to sit there and be a chump, just say, okay, I ain't a chump, Step. If you like me, say you can't make no change. Come on, excuse me, sir. I just want to make sure. Did you say you cannot make any change? I got my money right here. I got the down payment. I got my money. You can't make any change? Okay, thank you. Step. I'll see you later. Talk to you. That's how I do. I don't play. I'm my money, man. My hard-earned money. Are you gonna dispute with me about some small minor changes you can't make? I'm paying you cash. I'm paying you Monte, Ante. Okay, I find somebody else that I can deal with. That's more reasonable. Right? That's how I do. You better get like me. You don't want to be hoodwinked. You want somebody to scam you and bam you. And I don't play. I'm a very shrewd business person. Right? I read anything I sign. Guess what? I read every tot, every tittle, every T, every I until I understand it up here. And if I don't understand it, I'm gonna go to the person that gave me that contract. Look at me. What are you trying to say here? I understand for my liking, but tell me what this means. And if they tell me something that I don't agree with, I said, okay, let's just rework this to our mutual benefit. That's how I do. And if they can't rework it to my satisfaction, because I'm paying my money, step. Get like me, and you won't be bamboozled, you won't be hoodwinked, and you won't be crying, they took my money, and I done signed a contract, and I can't get it back. Don't do that. Be smart, man. Don't be no baby. Don't be no, I ain't gonna say that word. Don't, just be smart. All right. So, we got one more, and we out, man. I'm gonna break this thing down to you like you're supposed to know, okay? So I told you we're gonna do what? Let's go back to the focus real quick. We're gonna do what? General summary, we did that. Buying a home from an individual, we did that. Buying a home from a developer, we did that. And we're gonna look at the documents. Documents, baby. You need some documentation. You think you can come up in the Philippines just buy a house with no documentation? Come on, are you serious, man? See, wait, hold on. These dudes, they think they're gonna come to the Philippines now and buy a house with no document. You believe that? They just they'll put cash down. Yeah, I buy this. No, baby, look here. This is a sophisticated society, just like the USA. Just because they're not developed at the USA, don't make they ain't got no rules. You understand me? They got rules, baby. You can't come up in and say, "Oh, I got $10,000, I'm gonna buy it." No, where's your documentation, sir? What do you mean documentation? Where's your documentation? Where's your check stubs? And who's your employer? What's your investment strategy? Where's your banks? Oh, you need documentation, baby. Okay, let's go. Last one, we done. And then I'll answer all your questions because again, this is a general coverage of the Filipino real estate process. So what we're going to do is fill in the details of the generalities as we go through the roll call. Then we'll see your questions and we will answer those questions as we go. Okay? You know how we do it. We don't leave nothing unturned. Let's go. All right. So when you get ready for the big payback for the writing that contract down, you're gonna need some stuff, man. You're gonna need some documents. What you mean, man? You're gonna need to finish your application form. You're gonna need your identity with your addresses, the last 5 years where you live, and your driver license, social security number, passport if you're a foreigner. You're gonna need all that, man. And then you're gonna need the income. Shoot, you're gonna tell people where you work for the last 5 years. Huh?
ACR.
Oh yeah, I forgot to. You're gonna need an ACRI card. ACRI card. That's an alien registration of certificate card. That's showing you're a foreigner and you living in the Philippines and you are established here. You'll need that as well. You'll need a passport, income from employer, check stubs. You may need that. Your financial statements from your bank statements. If you have investments like stocks and bonds and that kind of stuff, you'll need that. If you got a 401k account, you'll need that. You'll need a credit report and you'll need the purchase agreement that you got from the developer or from the individual that you signed. You'll need all of that when you get ready to go to the bank and say, I want to get a loan. Okay. So you will definitely need that. Now, for those of you that are paying cash, you won't need none of that stuff pretty much. You're just going to need, well, I don't say none of that stuff. You'll need your passport, your ACRI card, your addresses, that stuff like that. But as far as the other financial documents, if you got cash, you don't need on that stuff. Okay. So cash is king here in the Philippines. Okay. All right. Let's see what else. You'll need some proven document will provide you a qualified to borrow. If you're trying to borrow, you're gonna need you just like in the USA. When you get ready to borrow from the USA, you go to the bank. You're gonna need all of this. Gonna say, where's your income? Where do you work? How long you been there? And then you're gonna need address and names of friends and family members, all of that stuff. Now, one thing I can tell you here that when you, as far as a credit report is concerned, now they say they require it, but a lot of the banks, when you go to a lot of the banks, you won't need the credit. They won't even do a credit report on you if you're foreign. If you have a lot of if you have the income and you have proof of your income and you have financial like interest in bank, I mean investment income like stocks and bonds, and you can show them statements on that, they really won't do a credit check on you. But they can if they want to. Okay. And then also if you have outstanding loans already, like you have a car loan and stuff like that, you have to show them that you're paying those loans. If you don't have it, the best when you try to go to a loan for a loan here, it's best to show that you have as least debt as much as possible. Okay, and you show it on this side. All right, so that's pretty much it, man. It's pretty much the same process as buying, not same, but similar as buying a house in the USA. Other than the fact that if you are a foreigner man or woman, you're trying to purchase in the Philippines, you cannot purchase a house and lot in your name. You have to be married to a Filipina, or if you're a lady, to a Filipino. In order to purchase that, they'll be in both of your names because legally a foreign man cannot own land in the Philippines in his name alone. If you're married to a Filipino, then your name can go in the document. But let's say something happens to you, right? You pass away, you get sick, whatever, and you gone, right? That property still owned by the Filipino. Let's say you're Filipino passes away and you're alive, right? You can't own that place by yourself. You got to get rid of that place. You can't because you cannot own it in your own name on your own. Okay, that's just the law. You said, well, that ain't fair, Bobby. Ain't who said life was fair? Huh? I didn't say that. Who said everything was gonna be easy? Huh? Did I say everything was gonna be easy? Huh? It's like George and Weezy. Ain't nobody told me it's gonna be easy. Okay? So get it in your mind, man. Life is not fair. You have to understand the rules of the game and play the game according to the rules. When you understand the rules of the game, then you can be what? Successful. Okay? That's in anything you go into. Hmm? You will be successful in anything you do when you understand the rule. And that means you have to do what? Gain what? Knowledge, baby. Knowledge is what? Power. Hmm? Knowledge is power. And power is control. And when you have power and control, then you have what? Options. Okay? So stop decreasing your options. Stop getting rid of your options and try to get more options by getting more knowledge, power, and control. Okay? You with me, GP? I'm for you, man. I want you to be successful in everything you do. But it takes you to do your what? Due diligence. Ain't nobody gonna hand you everything on a silver platter. This is what you do. Nah. If you're not that smart, if you're not that up on a lot of reading and stuff like word, kind of, I'm not trying to say you're dumb. I'm about to say a lot of people just don't like to do the reading. Man, oh my God, it's okay. Find you somebody that does, that can read and help you out. Okay, it's easy. All right, that's it, man. Got no more fire. That's it, man. That's all I got. Fire. Okay, you can get mad with me all you want. I'm telling you like it is. Okay, something I said you didn't like. I'm sorry. I mean, yeah, but you better deal with it. Okay, can't go by what you don't like. You go by what's right, whether you like it or not. This is it. Okay, this is the way it is. All right, let's go. People get ready. The train is coming. Don't need no ticket. You just get on board. All you need is love. Ooh, sweet, sweet love. Don't need no ticket. You just get on board. Get on board. All aboard. What I say toot toot, you say all aboard. Toot toot. Toot toot. When I say all aboard, you say toot toot. All aboard, all aboard, all aboard, all aboard. Yeah, man, all aboard. Y'all ready? Y'all ready to ride a train today? Are you ready for the love train, man? I'm ready, man. Y'all know me, man. I miss you, man. No, I know y'all didn't miss me, but I miss you, man. I'll be honest with you, man. I miss you, okay? I just miss y'all. That's what I do. When I don't be on, you don't see me on the broadcast, I'm just like, man. Be talking to my people, man. I'd be like, Lisa D, can we do the train? She said, nah, we got stuff to do. So I'd be like, when I get ready to see y'all, like, yeah, I'm all into it, man. I'm all into it today. Y'all ready to ride it? Y'all ready to roll call? Are you ready for the roll call, man? We got to find out who's rolling up, who buffed up, who tough up, and be the hit first man in the hit house. Lisa D, oh, they laughing at me, y'all. Tell me laughing at me, Lisa D. Huh? What you laughing at me? She laughing at me. Ride train, Bobby Lizzy, one nation, one love, in under a group. Let's go. All right, first man. Who the first man? I got to know. I want to know. I need to know who's rubbing up, toughed up. He's the first man in the house. Let's see who that is. I got to know. I needs to know. Inquiring man wants to know who that is. Who that said they're gonna beat them. I got to know who that said they're gonna beat them. Who's strong enough to be the first man in this house, man? You got to be ready, Freddie. Ride train, Bobby Lizzy, one nation. PMG Paul, what's up, Paul? This G, PMG Paul.
Looks like it is not Paul.
That's the first man up. That's what she says. Not Paul. Who? Well, who is it then? That's what. Look, hold on. She said not Paul. I'm all the way up to the top. That's what I got. She should have messed me up again. This deep.
I thought it's Eddie.
No, Paul. See, Paul, she trying to take your status away from you.
Okay. Congrats, Paul.
PMG 2007. Paul is the first man up in the his house. What's up, Paul? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see ya. Paul made it, man. He said, I'm tired of being last, Bobby D. I'm sick and tired of being in the middle. I'm tired of being on the bottom. I want to be up at the top first time. I want to be on the top sometime. I'm tired. He made it, man. When you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, you get up in your mind, you want to be first and not last, you do that thing. And it takes sacrifice. I mean, he had to get in this, queue. He had to get in the roll call list before all of you did. And he made up his mind, I'm gonna be first. And he had to do extra. You guys just like get there when I feel like it. And he said, nah, ain't no feel like it. I'm gonna be number one. And he made that change. Congrats, Paul. Being the first man up in his house. You have the dubious distinction of being the first man up in his house. Thank you so much for being here. You showed up and we're gonna show out. Ready? Let's go. Who that is? Who that say they're gonna be the second man up in his house? Who we got? Look.
I thought it is Eddie Jackson.
Eddie Jackson in his house. What's up, Eddie? He said, Bobby D, at least D. First man up. First man up, my brother, from another month. Let's go. You didn't make it. You didn't make the first man. One man beat you. You the second man this time, Eddie. PMG came up before you, man. He got you. He got you by a few minutes, man. But you know, first and second is real close, right? That's number one. That's number two. Is there a little distance between them?
So it's Paul is so early, 7:37.
Okay, Lisa D said Paul signed in at 7:37. Where did your time Eddie Jackson signed
in? 8:43.
Yeah, it's a little bit of distance. Paul had a greater desire to be in the fire. He had a little bit more fire in him, man. And it's just a difference, man. You know, a winner and a second rate is just that much difference. And in order to be the winner, you got to have more fire, more fuel. And it makes you take that extra mile. It makes you take that. She playing Vic Brockett. It makes you take that extra step. It makes you take that extra mile to be a difference maker. The game changes. Change the game. PMG 2007. Whoa, change the game, baby. Look here. I'm gonna be a game changer today. I want to be the first man. He did it, man. Congrats, Paul. Congrats to you, Eddie, being second man. Ryan Train, Bobby D, leads the One Nation. Who we got? He said, Eddie Jackson, Bobby D, I have an article on the 5 safest cities in the Philippines. Yeah, man. I did the top rate. I did check that out. But I know Cebu City is on one of them. But it's gonna be probably Cebu City, Davao, and Manila ain't gonna be on there. I'll tell you. Anyway, but I know at least those two are on there. Ryan Train, Bobby D, leads the One Nation. Eddie Jackson. He said six cities are Arma, Port-au-Prince, Iloilo City, and that. Well, I had one of them on there. Davao. What did you say? Makati on there? Whoa, I lived in Makati for a month. I was surprised. That city was tough. It's nice now. Makati is nice, man. You got to have
develop.
Yes, it's an old, very old, established neighborhood, and it's developed. It costs more money to live in Makati, but it's nice, man. But it's a little crime out there too. But okay, Armagh City. I've never been to Armagh. Never been to Puerto Princesa. Iloilo. I've never been there. I've been to Makati. I've never been to Davao. I know Davao will be safe because that's the hometown of who? President Duterte. And you know, when he was there, he was the mayor for like what, almost 20 years. He cracked down on that city. He locked it down, baby. It was tight and it was right. He got all the riffraff out of there. So Davao, I knew he had to be on the city. And they're number one. Ride Train, Bobby D, leads the One Nation. Sincerely, what's up, Sincerely? We got an angel in the house.
Hello,
angel in the house. Angel in the house. Angel, what's up? Bobby's angel instead of Charlie's angels. What's up? He said, toot toot. On the board to the love train. Yeah, man. Good to see you, baby. What's up? Ryan Train, Bobby Leasy. Sincerely, she said, Eddie Jackson. Very well said. Bravo. Bravo, Eddie. Bravo. She means that Davao is number one. She thinks that's a good thing. I've never been to Davao. I want to go, man. I've been resisting it. Whenever we get off of lockdown, That's one place me and Lisa gonna go. We're not gonna go too far because we won't get touched. We won't get touched them MPAs and all that kind of crazy. But we're gonna go there. It's a minute now, you know. We're gonna go there and take a look around, be in the big areas, big cities, stuff like that. And just to see how it is, because we got neighbors here that are from that bar, and they say it's the bomb, you know. So go check it out. Round train Bobby lives in One Nation. Who got Michael Coffee? Needs a coffee. What's up, Michael? He said, I live in Bobby. My umbunta hapano gabi from Cebu in Cebu, Nurse Mike. Yeah, he says, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in this world. He wants to greet you with respect and custom. That's the way he does. He's a very respectful man. He says, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to everybody on the train, wherever you are in this world. Right, everybody needs to be One Nation. Who we got? Look at Michael Coffee. Needs some coffee. He said, hi, IT Park has some very nice condos around in the area. Avita Towers, Calix Horizons 101 from Nurse Mike. Yeah, the one that we know about that's I think top of the line out there is Calix. We went over there and Lisa D and I were very, very impressed by that place. Anything you need, they have it. They have stores there. Anything you need in the tower, in the condo, you don't have to go out. Everything's there.
Yeah.
And if you want to go out, when you go out, you don't have to buy get no Jeep. Everything within walking distance. They got the new Central, what is it, Central Block on Yellow Mall, within walking distance. They got stores, eating places. They got Starbucks out there, McDonald's, Jollibee. You want to sit down and get your snack. They got donuts, Krispy Kreme. Everything is out there, man. It's beautiful in the IT park. I mean, at least you were going to live in college, but people, I told you I'm a good businessman, right? The guy wanted to charge. How much he want to charge at least?
28.
He wanted to charge 28,000 pesos a month, and I didn't want to pay that. I thought it was too high because it was a nice little condo now. To me, when I came here, my mind was still accustomed to large from the USA. But everything out here, when you come here, guys, don't expect the same size of the condos that the USA. Everything out here is small. Don't ask me why. I guess because the people are small. But everything out there, our car garage is like half the size of my one in the USA. Everything's small. Okay. So I was like, man, I don't pay no 28,000 a month for that little small space.
You're paying the amenities.
Yeah, she's right. I was paying I wasn't just paying for the little condo area. I was paying for the amenities, but they had a pool, they had a weight room, a workout room, they had what else they had? Tennis.
They have a lot. They have
lot of
yoga.
Yoga classes, all I got. They had a wash, where you can go wash your clothes. They had a wash area. Everything you needed was right there, but I didn't think of that. All I could see was I had in my mind I didn't want to pay no more than $400 and 28,000 over $500, right? So I said, no, I'm doing it. Let's get it. I said, no, I'm playing the game. That's too much. So we found something I think was comparable. We went to a place called One Oasis. That's a nice condo area in Kasambagan.
And F. Cabajo.
Right. And it's a business area, but it's very nice. And we lived there very comfortably for a long time. And then we moved because we wanted to buy. We were renting there. And like I told you, when our long term, when we gonna live someplace long term, we buy. We don't rent.
The reason also is they don't have a parking.
Right. That's another reason. I told you I purchased a car, right? Because I didn't want to live riding a Jeep and the taxi. So when we purchased the car, we were still living in One Oasis. And when I purchased the car, this is how the lady got me, man. I said, ma'am.
She's lying.
Yeah, she lied. I said, ma'am, do you have a car space? Because I'm going to buy me a car because I don't like to ride in a Jeep. She said, yeah, sure. We have a space right out there for you. It's a common area. Everybody can park. I said, okay. And now that's when she said that sealed the deal, and I signed on the dotted line. But I made a mistake. I should have checked out what she said first before I signed. Come to think of it, a month later, I bought a car. And I called her later and said, man, where can I park the car? I just bought a car. She said, I'll get back with you. And she never got back because she was lying. So we came to talk to the guards and everything. Said, so your owner of that apartment had to have a parking space. She did not have a parking space because you have to pay extra when you buy that place to have a parking space included. So she lied to me, man. When I found that out, I was like, okay, I'm gonna stay in here for a little while till we get out of here. I said, I don't like nobody lying to me like that. She purposely lied to me because I was a foreigner. When you're a foreigner trying to buy a rent property in here, that's like they see dollar sign, ching to the ching ching ching, order, ching to the ching ching ching. because they know you got the Monte Hunter, and they know you're gonna be reliable and consistent because you got the Monte. All right, so anyway, we stayed there for about 3 or 4 months, and I said,
And
look,
we park our car outside of this of the subdivision. No,
we parked outside.
yeah,
We had to park it
outside
on
of
the street. We had to park it on the street, and then guess what? The parking on the street, we had to pay these hustlers. They were hustling us, but it was okay. We knew the guys. We had to pay these hustlers to protect our cars because we parked on the street every day. How much we pay? I forgot, like 300 pesos, 200 pesos.
Yeah, something like that.
Anyway, we had to pay every day just to park our cars on the street. Or they said, "Sir, if you don't pay me, you won't pay somebody else later." I'm like, "Okay, Mama, take you go back." He would protect my car. He protected my car from vandalism, and he even washed the cars for us. So it was worth it. But I mean, she lied, man, and I was very upset about that. But we actually got out there, and I didn't. When I broke the contract. And the reason why I broke the contract, I had a year contract. I broke the contract after 4 months because she lied to me, and then she kept my deposit money, but it didn't matter. I was out there. She come call me. "Why did you leave, sir?" I said, "Look here, lady. This is why I got to say you. Bam." Oh, she made me back. Ron Trey, Bobby Lee, One Nation. Who we got? Look at. Yeah, Terry Fleming. What's up, Terry? Y'all good to see, good to see, good to see y'all. Terry Fleming in the house, man. Thank you so much, Terry, for the donation. Doing it right, doing it tight, doing it long, doing it strong. In his also, he said, "When all else fails, the love train is everlasting." Toot, Bobby Lee. Hey, toot. Let's do it, slang, man. Don't toot, Lee. Toot. Y'all know you gotta do more power than that. You arm like that. Say toot.
I don't have my tuba today, so there's not energy.
Toot, Teddy, toot. All right, let's do the damn Terry Flynn, Ron Train, Bobby Lee, One Nation, under our groove, one love. Let's
the hardest working man in the business. Yeah. I feel good.
Right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks so much, Terry Fleming.
Thank you, Terry.
You're much appreciated. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you so much, man. Terry Fleming is one of our regulars, man, and every chance he gets, he shows his love. So thank you, man. We love you, Terry. Love you like a brother from another mother. Good to see you, man. Rod Trey, Bobby Lee, One Nation.
Michael
Coffee. Need some coffee. He said, "It's just gonna cost you a little bit more quarter. Better to stay in that area of Cebu. It's set up like a small USA town. Yeah, it's just like a small USA town. For those of you that have been to New Orleans, the cobblestone streets like that, that's how it is. Parts of it's like that. So as soon as first time I went there, I felt right at home. I felt like I was in the USA because it looks like the USA. It feels like the USA. And people there speak English. They're very friendly. And so I felt very warm, welcomed, and comfortable. And you'll feel that same way when you go there. Now, again, you're not going to pay the normal Filipino rates for house or condo. You're going to pay a little bit extra because you're paying for the amenities and you're paying for the area. And mostly there, you'll rent. You won't purchase because most people there buy the condos for the purpose of having rental property. So you're going to be renting there, okay? Right, Train Bobby Lee, One Nation. Who we got? Eddie Jackson. What's up, Eddie? He says, "Sincerely, hi there. You're such a breath of fresh air. How are you, my dear?" Yeah. Eddie Jackson trying to be suave. What's up, Eddie? He trying to be suave. What's up, Eddie? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. What's up? Who we got? Look at Eddie Jackson. He said, "I hope Bobby D gives us some condo prices." Condo prices? I don't like it. Condo prices. They vary from place to place, but for a condo, if you buy a condo in the Philippines, it depends on the size of the condo and the area you're living in.
You know the condo we look at in 108 has the 2-bedroom. Mm-hmm. That was 2 or 1 bedroom.
We had it
cost more than 4 million, and it is small. Very small.
That's why we didn't purchase condo. We're looking at condos to buy. I actually wanted to buy a condo because I thought it was more safer. I thought it was more efficient. And but Lisa D, she had a dead sin against the condo. She did not want no condo. When you find a Filipino from the province, they don't want to be in a condo. They don't like living like this next to people. They want open air because that's where they're from. And she wanted to buy versus rent. I wanted to rent at first. And she said, well, we're going to be here long term. I said, and when she said we're going to be here long term, my long term philosophy kicked in. Yeah, she said, well, and I did my research. I went online. I saw that the property prices in Cebu were rising. Real estate prices were rising every year, almost doubling. When I saw that, I said, wow, this is going to make a good investment. Because I told you I had a real estate license while I was in USA for a while. So we decided to buy. And then we were going to buy in one Oasis. And they condo was, we had rented there. It was okay to rent there, but we were going back to buy. But the money they wanted for the condos was too much, for a little small unit.
It's not, I mean, it's not worth it.
It wasn't worth it. So we said, we're going to buy a house and lot. That's why we're here. But as far as the condo prices, like she said, you talking about anywhere from the small, cheap one, you probably be like 2 or 3 million pesos.
If there's a pre-selling, if it is a pre-selling, you will pay more than 2 million. It's a pre-selling. It's not built yet.
All right. Tell you, there's 2 ways you can buy a condo, okay? And a house, a lot, or a condo here in the Philippines. The first way is called pre-selling, and that's the way most of them do it, okay? I told you that they were nothing on the ground, nothing built, nothing. But they out there, hey, you want to buy this house, we selling, and that's how they sell it before it's built. That's called pre-selling. And most of the places out there, whether it's a house and lot or a condo, they do it by what? Pre-selling. So what you do is when you pre-sell, you purchase a pre-sale property, you pay them the money, which is their down payment, and then you start paying monthly until the property is built. Before you do that, guys, make doubly sure that you trust that developer and you check that developer's track record, that he's had successful properties, this one, and he's got a long, successful track record. Because I told you before, a lot of them take your money and say, I'm sorry, we just couldn't finish the project. And they gone. Your money gone too. And you can't do nothing about it. It's gone, baby. You gotta sit there and cry. That's it. It's over, Casanova. So I didn't like that. I didn't like that part of it. So I didn't do that. What we did was we did this a third one. I didn't mention this one. The other one is after it's built and you buy it. Okay. We did the one that's in between the pre-selling and after you build. There's a third option that's called rent to buy, rent to own. That's what we did. We took the rent to own option, where that means the property is already built, right? It's already built, and we stood in it for a couple of years or so. Then we took up the option to purchase that property. That's what we did till we get this place. Rent to own, option to purchase. Now, that's a smart way because you're building up the money you're paying for rent for the first few years. That money is going to be turned into equity, and you take that. That's a down payment money that you purchase for the first few years. That's your down payment up there, right there. All you got to do is get your loan and get it financed and pay the balance of the loan. Make the balance of the loan as a loan payment from a bank. That's what we did. We went to BDO. And that's how we did rental options. There's 3 ways to buy here. I think we did the best way because when we got here, we weren't sure that this is where we wanted to live. But after the first couple of years, we enjoyed the area, we enjoyed the people, we got used to all the things around here. So, okay, let's take up that option. We took up the option. So those are 3 ways you can do. As far as the pricing for the houses, condos, a nice condo will cost you at least $5 million. A nice one. That means they have amenities, right? You got cable, you got all that stuff, and some of them will be furnished, some of them may not be furnished. But you're looking at least $5 million. Now, house and lot, as far as nice house and lot, you're looking about 5 plus. Okay, 5 plus, maybe 5 to 8, maybe something like that, but a nice one. Okay, the little cheaper ones, they're gonna be like 2 to 4, little cheaper ones. Okay, but you don't want them little cheaper ones. I'm telling you, man, they don't look like nothing. When we first started looking for a house out here, that's what we were looking at, the little cheaper one. Because we told them we was on a budget, right? We said we didn't want to pay no more than 3 to 4 million. And that's what they showed us, 3 to 4 million. And they wouldn't worth it. All right, what is this?
Too small.
Yeah, but every time we get it, like you just put your hand out and you touching the wall. What is this? Feel like in a box, man. Feel like in a shoe box. Oh, let's go, man. She said, we had a good agent. She said, sir, you want to look at something better? I said, yeah, we need to move on up. That ain't gonna work for us. because, and then she showed us this place. This place had large rooms and it was nice. Large rooms, high ceilings, and it had 3 bedrooms upstairs and three bathrooms. Nice. And the living room was decent size. When we saw this, I wanted it immediately. Lisa D, that's too big. We went back and forth on that for a few days.
Too big, and the price also is.
The price was too big too, but you know what? I didn't mind paying the price because it's what I wanted. Okay, I felt comfortable here, and it's what I wanted and what we wanted. She decided on it too. Well, she didn't want it at first, but she said, let's get it, man. We're gonna be. You saw how many houses we had looked at. This was the one that we liked. Let's do this. So we got it. So that's how we got this out. Right, Trey Bobby Lizzie, One Nation, Terry Fleming. He said, hello, angels. Hello, how are you, my dears? Right, Trey Bobby Lizzie, Eddie Jackson. What's up, Eddie? He said, Michael Coffee. Hey, Nurse Mike, what's up? What's up, Nurse Mike? Yeah, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see ya. What's up? Michael Coffee. He said, that's why I got me a condo in Vita Towers in IT Park area, Cebu. I pay only $550 a month. That's way more cheaper than what I pay here in the USA, Cali from this. Yeah, Cali is very hard, man. Yeah, high. You know, anybody that lives in California, Washington, D.C., Virginia area, those areas, and San Francisco, those areas are high. Okay. So Mike is paying $550 here. He's probably paying triple or double that there just for maybe 1 or 2 bedroom in the USA. Okay. But $550 here is a high price for the Philippines. Okay. For us, Cebu City, it's a high price. And you say, well, it's low and I can't find it. Yeah, $550 gonna be cheap here. I mean, cheap to USA, but it's not cheap here. But if $550 is not going to get you the size that you're used to in the USA, it's not going to get you there. That's you get that in your mind. I told you everything out here is small. Okay, don't come out here thinking, well, I'm gonna get me an apartment, and you find you have a 1 bedroom studio. That's what you'll probably get. It's gonna be like $450, $500. You know, that's the way it is out here. Everything's small, but you pay decent money for it, but just tiny. Right, Trey Bobby Lizzie, One Nation, Michael Coffee.
Eddie Jackson, hi, God bless you, bro. Keep the faith, from Nurse Mike.
Say it, right, Trey Bobby Lizzie. Say it.
No, ikaw na.
Come on, Lizzie, please. It's my drink coffee.
Dali na. You're taking too long.
I'm trying to tell her, say Bobby Lizzie, Ryan Train, Bobby Lizzie, One Nation, One Love. On the groove. What's up, Michael Coffee? He said, I chose ID Park area CB because I like city life. Yeah, I do too. I don't like no country stuff. Don't give me no country stuff. I'm a city man. Although I did spend some time in the country.
We have planned to stay in a mountain.
I did spend some time in the country when I was a kid. When we went to my grandmother's house in Georgia, she would send me to my Uncle Fest's house in the country. And that's how I learned a lot of country stuff from him. But other than that, I'm a city. City. I love the city, baby. City life. Green Acres is the place to be. Wild living, safe and free. Land spreading out so far and wide. Keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside. New York is where I'd rather stay. I get allergic smelling hay. I just adore a penthouse view. Darling, I love you, but give me Park Avenue. Give me Park Avenue. Ride train, body, Lizzie, One Nation. PMG, what's up, PMG? He said, I want to get a house in Lillywine. Okay, there you go. That's a nice place, man. Beachfront, nice blue water. Hey, Lillywine is not that far from us. By what, hour, 30 minutes? It's not far from us. Yeah,
it depends on the traffic.
It's about maybe 30 minutes to an hour away from us, depending on the traffic. It's a nice area. In fact, we had just looked at a house about maybe 7 months ago. We want to move out there, but we changed our mind. It's a nice area, man. The only thing is small, man. It's tiny. But you can come to Cebu. Cebu City's not too far from there. You can come if you want some nightlife, city life fun. But it's nice out there, man. And the prices in Lillywine are cheaper than the prices here in Cebu City. So you can't go wrong with getting a Lillywine. Ride train, Bobby Lizzie, One Nation, Michael Coffin, these are crazy. God, wonderful blessing go out to all the Look Train riders coming to join the show today. Thank you so much. Everybody join the show. We shout out to you. We said thank you for being here. You didn't have to be here. You didn't have to be here today, but you chose to do so. And we said, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being here. Ryan Train Bobby Lizzie One Nation. PMG 2007 Paul. He said IT Park is just like the Western City lifestyle. Nice place area if you want that kind of living. Just be ready to pay a lot there. Yeah, you're gonna pay more than you would any place else in Cebu City, because you're paying for the amenities there, and you're paying for the area. Area is everything, right? Nice area, nice monte. People that live there gonna have some monte, and that's why a lot of foreign people are there. They have the monte, and they like the area. It's clean, it's convenient, as opposed to a lot of you can come out here and live like a Filipino cheap. You can come out here real cheap and live like a Filipino, pay your rent for $100 a month. That's 4,000 pesos a month. I'm telling you, you can. Sometimes you pay a $200 a month and still you cheap, man. But you're gonna be living like a Filipino. And you have a little shoebox, and you have a lot of people hollering and singing karaoke every night. Hey man, knocking on your door. Hey, you got a drink. All kind of stuff, man. Real quick, did you read that?
PNG 2007 Paul. He said, to be honest, cost of living has went up in areas where lots of foreigners stay due to the fact some are willing to overpay, which they would not, so that cost can be low for the rest of us.
Yeah, that happens a lot, man. Cost of living has gone up, especially with the areas of concentrated expats or foreigners, because it's just what you just said. The more they pay, the more they want. They know the money's there, right? So the people, the store owners and stuff, they say, look, hey, there's a foreigner people, there's a foreigners here. Let's move the price. That's what they do. And so whenever you find an area that's concentrated with a lot of foreigners, expect that the prices will rise to a certain extent, more so than other places. And I'll give you a perfect example. Y'all know what Boracay, right? Big Boracay, nice beaches, and everything out there is high. One of my buddies, Lord, the guy named Lord Sonata, that's his name, Lord Sonata. We had lunch with him when they moved out here about a year, maybe 2 years now. Anyway, he's from Boracay. They moved him here from Boracay to Cebu, and they said the prices here were smaller compared to the Boracay. He said everything in there was high, and they had lived out there for like 4 or 5 years. He said they were tired of paying on high price. They came to Cebu City, and they happy as they can be, man. They said we're saving a lot of money. So yeah, you're gonna find places where a lot of foreigners are concentrated, and then the prices go up. Okay, and that's just the way it is out here. And I guess it would be that way anywhere you went, because in an undeveloping country, because they're looking at the foreign dollars to come to at their rating, right, through their aid and to rescue their finances. Right, train about Elise One Nation. Who we got? Michael Coffee. Need some coffee. He said, if you want the city life, move to IT Park. If you want the farm life, move to the province areas like Bugu. Or if you want the beach life, it's Mactan areas. Yeah, Mactan has a lot of beaches, man. A lot of people go out there, but me and Lisi don't be fooling out there. We like where we are.
In South Cebu also got a lot of beaches there, where the Botanding is.
Yeah.
A lot of foreigners over there.
What's the name of that fall we went to? Igon Falls?
Kawasan.
Kawasan Fall. Now you want a nice area to go to visit, y'all. Whenever it opens back up, everything locked down now. Kawasagan Falls. Kawasan Falls in southern part of Cebu. It is nice, man. I did a video on it, man. We had a nice. My relatives came here, man. It was a long drive. That drive was long. It was like, what, 6 hours, something like that? Anyway, it was a long drive. We drove out there.
4 hours.
But we had a good time, man. We went to the falls. We jumped in the water. We did all that stuff, man. You're going to have a nice time. Go to Kawasawa Falls. You have a nice time. It's in southern part of Cebu. But the beach life, we like beaches, but we can't deal with the sun too. Lisa D, see this beautiful skin she got right here? Burned. Like, as soon as she get in the sun, it's like it's baking, frying. And she got to run. I can need some suntan, lotion. And she get the lotion, and she still be frying. Her skin be saying, like you hear egg frying. Oh, my skin hurts. I tell you, man, she can't take it. So I used to be able to stay in the sun all day, but now I do that. Do a couple of hours. I like, man, I got to go. I'm playing that sun thing.
That's you, not me.
Round trade Bobby leads the one nation. Who we got? Michael Coffee.
Need some coffee.
This Bobby all depends on the style you want, lifestyle you want in Cebu. Then how much quarter you have willing to spend in the Philippines. Yeah, it depends on the money, your lifestyle you want. Me, when I moved from USA to the Philippines, I did not want to have a lower my lifestyle. Okay, I didn't want to go lower than what I had in the USA, and that was the first thing on my mind. I said, when I get here, I want to live just like I was living in the USA, or even better, and that's what I'm doing. I'm living just like I got everything I had in the USA that I have here. You know, and my lifestyle, as far as me living and doing the things I used to do, has not changed. Okay, just because I changed countries don't mean I changed my lifestyle. But you have to have the Monte to do that. And I had the money. I still do. Ride train Bobby Lisi, One Nation, Michael Coffee, DJ Bobby. Hello. In Manila, the Makati and Bonifacio, BGC was Bonifacio Global City. You're going to pay more than you pay in the Park Cebu area. Yeah, ID Park. Yeah, yes, that's just a given because anything. Let me just tell you this, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Anything that in Manila area, you're going to pay more than you would in Cebu or the other areas. Manila is just cost more. I don't care. Manila prices are very similar to USA prices. I don't care what nobody try to tell you. Well, it's cheap in Manila. Nah, don't play me that game, man. I've been there too many times. Don't play that game on me. Don't run that on me. You run that on somebody else who ain't been there. I've been there. I remember one time Lisa D was there. She lived there. She rented a room. A room. Guess how much you paid for one small room?
5,500.
5,500 pesos for one small room.
Looks like CR in our CR
like
here.
Yeah, one of our CRs is by the side of that room she rented. And I was like, when I came to visit her in Manila one time. I said, "You live in this?" She said, "Yeah, I'm trying to save money." I said, "What? This thing was big in your hand." You know, I don't see how she got that. She had one little bed in there.
A double bed.
She had a bunk bed, and she could invite somebody to stay with her. Her sister came and stayed with her for a little while, and they had no. There was a window in there. There was no window.
No.
There was no window. They wouldn't get no air. She had to use a fan, and the fan was just blowing around hot air because there was no window. I said, "Oh, God, you just a shame." And they were charging her a ton of money. Manila's high, man. I'm telling you. Ron Train, Bobby Lisi, One Nation, Michael Coffee. He said, "Bobby, I stayed in some hotels, motels there in Makati and the BGC area. The hotel, motel prices are a lot higher." Oh yeah, that stands to reason, man. Anything in Manila area, especially Makati and BGC, you're gonna pay big time. And you better have the money and the car out there being cheap. If you want to live nice, have a nice place to stay. Makati, that's where I stayed. It was very nice. I haven't stayed in BGC, but I heard BGC is nice. Right, Train Bobby Lisi. Paul, what's up, Paul? He said BGC is overpriced for sure. If you're going to live there near there, I recommend Pasig way cheaper than BGC. That's for sure. Yeah, Pasig is all right. I'll tell you where you want. If you want cheap, go to Quezon City. You're gonna find some cheap stuff out there. You find a lot of drugs out there too. Right, Train Bobby Lisi. Freddie Mason, what's up, Fred?
Oh, my friend is here. Oh my goodness.
She said, "Money, my friend is here." Oh my goodness. What's up, Fred? He said, all aboard. Two. Good morning, Bobby Lizzy. All aboard. Two. Let's ride, baby. Let's go. Ride train, Bobby Lizzy. One nation, one love. Under groove. What's up? Michael Coffee needs some coffee. He said, "Hello, God bless. Hello, God bless you, bro. You are correct. Makati and Bonifacio Global is too high, even for me. That's why I picked Cebu City to live part-time starting next year, August 2021. I hear you, man. Cebu City, the reason why I picked Cebu City to live in,
because I am here."
She took the words out of my mouth. She knew what I was going to say, okay? So she jumped in there in front of me. All right. Well, yeah, it was because her. She wanted to, I said, "You want to live in?" I said, "First one to live in Dumaguete." You ever heard of Dumaguete? That's down there doing this. This is still in Messiah, but it's further south. I said, "I want to go to Dumaguete." So we went to Dumaguete and we looked around for about a week, about a week. We're going to buy a house. We got down there, everybody kept staring at me like, man, I felt crazy, man. I was like, every time
there's a lot of foreigners there, but not a lot of black.
She took the words out of my mouth again. I don't know what it is.
But the houses there are cheaper than here.
Okay, she just stole my she just stole my thunder. Okay. I can't say that. Anyway, what she said I was going to say, but she not said it, so I don't need to say it no more. But yeah, we were going to move there, but it wasn't. It was too small. It's country life. There's nothing there but a big school. I don't forgot in Stillman or something like that. A big school out there. That's it. And it's beaches. Nice beaches, but I need more than that. It didn't move me. At least D from a small town. I figured she would like it, right? She didn't even like it. So we got to go. We didn't buy nothing out here. So we moved to Cebu, and we said we just gonna look in Cebu. It's a little bit higher in Cebu, but the attitude and the atmosphere was more conducive to us living and the type of lifestyle we want. We moved to Cebu. Ron Train Bobby Lizzie One Nation. Who we got? Look at. Yeah, what's up there? He's doing it right, doing it right, doing it long, doing it strong. Thank you so much. Hey, you see what color you got, right? What's that, orange?
Yeah.
You got that orange, doing that big orange. Thank you so much, dear. That's a big donation. Thank you, man. He said, good morning, Bobby. Hey, good morning to you, dear. What's up? Good to see you, good to see you, good to see you. Let's do a dance for Diaz today. Ride Train Nation, one group under love.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the original players from the Himalayas. Jerome's in the house. I said Jerome's in the house. Jerome's in the house. I said Jerome's in the house. Come on, girl, let's do the penguin. Oh my goodness. So what you trying to do?
A big thank you. Thanks so much.
Thank you,
Diaz.
Diaz.
Appreciate you, man. I told you I was gonna do that video for you, man. This is it. Diaz wanted to know about condo and houses. I told you, man. It's similar to the US, but with some variances. It's not a big a deal here in the Philippines to buy real estate versus the USA. It's very more stringent in the USA than here. If you're a foreigner, that's when it gets to be more stricter here, okay? Because they look at the foreigners' finances more stricter. They want everything to be a little bit extra than it would be for a Filipino. But you can do it, man. We did it. I had more than enough. When they saw that Hante, then they make it happen, Captain. Right, J. Lee, One Nation. Hey, Big John. What's up, Big John? Good to see you. What's up, man? He said, good morning, Bobby. Hey, good morning to you, John. We doing good, man. Good to see you. I know you're doing good. John works at home, man. He like me and DG, we work at home. John said, I ain't getting out there. I ain't got to get out there like no crazy person. I said, I'm gonna stay. I get my Monte right at the house. At his house. Ryan James Bobby Lee, One Nation. Glenn Robinson.
Hello,
Glenn.
Welcome back.
He said, look, I have felonies in the States. Can I live in the Philippines? Glenn, you have felonies in the States. You said felony. You got more than one, man. What's wrong? You okay? No, I'm just playing, man. No, but yeah, you can live there. You have to have a valid passport. Okay. You have a valid passport. They're going to check your passport. They do put you through all the passports go through a check to see if you have a felony record. If you have an outstanding warrant or something like that, it's going to be flagged. So as long as you don't have any outstanding warrants, you're going to be okay. You just have to make sure you don't mess up here then, okay? I'm not trying to be funny about your record or anything like that. You're honest. You have a felony, okay? You messed up, you know it, you did your time, whatever. And you want to know if you live in Philippines, you'll be okay, man. Just make sure when you get here, you don't have to fool, don't get no crazy stuff. You'll be all right, man. They accept everybody. Again, they check your record when you get in there. So yeah, make sure everything's tight on your side before you try to get in there, okay? Ryan Train Bobby Lee, One Nation. PMG, what's up, PMG? He said back on lockdown for Cebu. Yeah, man. I tell you, I don't know what it was, man. We was enjoying it for a little while. I did a video. Me and Lisa went to get some pizza, and that was on GCQ when everything was loose, right? The next day, locked down. I said, we're gonna go back and get some more.
No, the mall was. Remember we went down the other day in Ayala, and then the mall was open
Yeah, we were on
already.
GCQ.
Yep, and then the next day, yesterday, they were in ECQ again. I'm
We
like,
was on GCQ for like maybe a week, was a week, maybe a few days. I don't know. Even when I don't
30
think.
days? I know,
No,
15
it wasn't no
days, I
15
think.
days. It was less than a week, man. We was on ECQ, GCQ, ECQ, and then they switched us right back. It was on GCQ, and then they switched us right back to ECQ. So we on lockdown again, man. Everything's, they have a curfew here. You have to be in your house. You just can't be standing outside. Say, I'm in my house. Now, somebody got locked up last night. Did somebody get
Yeah,
locked up? Right in our area, because they was standing outside. And
drinking.
I don't know what it is, man. Filipinos got this thing, man, where they have to stand outside or sit out in front of their house and drink liquor all night long. And they like to talk and play cards and chit chat.
The curfew hour here is 8 p.m.
The curfew
to
is
5 a.m.
8 p.m. to 5 p.m. You need to be inside your house. They wasn't in their house. They got locked up. And you know what? It's the kids too. We got some bad kids around here, man. We got some bad kids. You know what time they come out the house? Guess what time the kids come out the house here? 8 o'clock at night. They come at 8 or 9 o'clock at night and they play till 11, 12. I was like, what? And they keep us off. They do a bunch of screaming and hollering. I said, look, man, this don't make no sense. I said, they must have forgot about the curfew at 8 o'clock. And so when somebody got locked up last night, then I think they gonna watch it down. But people, one thing about the Philippines, when you move to the Philippines and when you come out here to live, you will find the people here, very nice people. No, they're some of the best in the world. I kid you not. Okay, they're the best in the world. However, however, they do not follow the rules. They don't like following rules. They don't like following guidelines. They don't like doing what they're told. And that's why the virus count is going up, up, up. They always disobey the rules or find a way to get around the rules. It's like the guy last night. He's sitting up there. Popo came and said, "What you doing outside?" He said, I was going in my house. He said, "No, you're gonna get a ticket." They locked his butt up. All right, Trey Bobby Lizzie. What Asia? Who we got? Glenn, what's up, Glenn? He said COVID got bad here in South Carolina. Yeah, man. Glenn, that's my home. You know that, right? I was born in Charleston, man. I'm a Gullah man. I'm a Geechee, man. And I'm proud of it. Don't play with me. Talk about my Geechiness. I'm a proud Geechee, man. I'm a proud Gullah man from South Carolina, Charleston, city by the sea. Yeah, man, I heard that, man. It's getting crazy out there, man. I don't know what they're going to do. They got a Republican governor. He done open up everything, and people are falling like cock, like boom, every other day. Boom, and the count's going like this. That's my home state, man. My where I was born, right? My home state's down in Georgia. But that was where I was born. You know, I have a love for South Carolina and the people, especially people of Charleston, where I was born. So man, it's bad, man. I hope it gets better there. Ryan Train, Bobby Lizzie, Frederick Mason. Perry Mason in the house. He ain't never lost a case, baby. What's up? What's up, Perry Mason? He said, Bobby D, bring it long and strong. You make it very interesting. The thought of living on an island in paradise, hey, man. This is my paradise right here. I'm living my dream. In the Philippines. Yeah, man. I'm living my dream in the Philippines every day for 5 years, man. Guess what I did? I meditated. You said, what do you mean about this? I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean meditate? I meditate, man. You know what it is? I close my eyes. On my lunch break when I was working, I closed my eyes. After I ate my lunch, I closed my eyes. I meditated. I saw myself in the Philippines. I saw myself living here. I saw myself married to this beautiful woman right here. Yeah, that lady right there with that beautiful smile. See that smile she got on her face? I saw myself with her. And I meditated 5 to 10 minutes. And then I did that in the morning when I got up. And then I did that in the evening when I went to bed. And then when I got up in the morning, guess what I had on my refrigerator door? A beautiful picture of Lisa D. It kept me pumped up, baby. It kept me motivated because I knew what I was working for. I had to go, baby. 5 years on it. It took me 5 years, baby, to get out the plantation. 5 years. You think I was ready, man. Like Q the Kente. I tried to escape the plantation, man. A master got me one time, but I said, nah, you ain't get me this time. The 5 years, when I got that 5 years, I'm out. And I said, na 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 na, na 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 na, hey hey hey. Goodbye. Yeah, say bye-bye, baby. Ride train, already lead thee one nation under our groove. Look at who we got. Paul, PMG. Paul, what's up, Paul? He said, here in Chicago, we are just starting to open up the things getting back to normal. Okay. Chicago had it best. You know that, Chicago, right? Chicago, Windy City. I like that mayor, man. She a bad woman. She a bad woman. She don't put Lightfoot. I think her name is Lightfoot, something like that. She's very, very smart, very, very articulate. I like her, man. She is going to do a good job for that city. Something about that lady, man. It just every time I see her, she speaks, my ears pop up. When I hear people speak positivity, when I hear them speak intelligence, but I hear them speak empowering words, it gets me because that's what I'm about. Like attracts like, right? And so when she speaks, I'm like, because I'm listening. I take it all in. Rod Train already lead thee one nation. Terry Flynn, what's up, Terry? He said, here in Miami Beach, we opened up and had to take a pause on that. COVID rate skyrocketed all over Florida and the surroundings. Yeah. And your governor out there is a jerk, as far as I'm concerned. He is a jerk. You hear me? I don't like that guy. He opened up Florida just because Trump wanted to do it. I think they're trying to do the Republican National Convention out there too. But even the numbers were going sky high. He still opened it up. Just like the guy in Georgia, governor in Georgia, Kemp, I think his name is Kemp, same thing. I think Georgia was the first one that opened it up. Even the numbers were still going up. Yeah. People are crazy. They're putting money in front of and ahead of people's lives. When are we going to learn? When are we going to learn? And not to mention, y'all hear about Rashad? Brother Rashad Brooks? He got killed. I did a video. Did you hear? I'm gonna tell you, man. I hurt my heart. That's my city, man. Atlanta, GA. I know them. I know the Wendy's where he went to. I know he did plenty of time. Got shot. Got shot in the back twice. 2 bullets. Killed him. It's a shame, man. And they burned that Wendy's down. They burned it to the ground because they were protesting. The people are there upset. They're already mad about George. Now we're gonna do Rashard that way. That's a shame, man. I'm gonna tell you something, man. Hey, you know the guy that they replaced? The chief, police chief, Erica Shields? She resigned, right? The good thing about it, I'm related to the person in that story. Guess who I'm related to?
The chief.
Can you please? I'm tired of you stealing my thunder. I'm trying to do the build up, and she tells me, I'm trying to do the build. Can I do the build up? I don't steal.
I am part of these videos.
Okay, you tell me. Tell me. Go on, tell me. I don't want to steal your thunder. Go on, tell me. Go on. She stole my thunder. The new chief is my nephew, Rodney Bryant. Google it. Rodney Bryant, Rodney, capital Bryant, is my nephew. Yeah, that's my sister's son. That's her oldest child. She has two boys. My first nephew ever had was Rodney. My second nephew is Travis. Rodney and Travis. Boy, I'm gonna tell you something about Rodney. Rodney's a smart kid, man. All his life, the boy. I remember when he was in first grade, he scored. There's a national test, right? He scored #1 in the nation on the national test. Rodney is a small genius, and he's been in law enforcement his whole life. I always encouraged him. He's the kind of kid you never had to encourage him to do much because he always wanted to do. He always wanted to be the best, do the best. You remember when you were in school, high elementary school, you had this little school patrol, kitty patrol. He was one of those. He started out as law enforcement career as a kitty patrol for the school. And I remember when he got his little, they give you a little insignia. I remember the day he got it. He said, Uncle Bobby, I got my badge, I got my insignia, I was so happy, man. And just to tell you, he's doing what he always wanted to do all his life, being law enforcement. He started off as a street foot patrolman. I'm telling you, man, I know him all his life. He started off as a foot patrolman, and he worked his way on up. Captain. And first, before that, he went to the army. I told him what to do to get out. He went to the army. Then he stayed in the army a year. Then he's still in NG, in National Guard Reserves. And then he started as a foot patrol. Then he got to be sergeant. Then he got to be captain. And then he went on. He got to be assistant police chief. And now he is the interim police chief of Atlanta, the city of Atlanta. I am so proud of my nephew. I tell you, man, I'm about to cry. I'm about to cry. I'm happy. But I'm telling you, greatness runs in our my blood. It runs in my veins. My family, all my family are outspoken like me. All my family are leaders like me. My sisters, as well as me, we were taught to lead and not to follow. We were taught to speak our minds and be help people. That's what we taught. And Roddy's the same way. Ryan trained Bobby Lisa in One Nation. Frederick Mason. What's up, Frederick? He said, Bobby D, I saw Lisa D trying to float by the camera. Does she know that she not invisible? I told you she be trying, and she be like, y'all can't. I said, Lisa, they can see you, Lisa D. Don't do all of that. They can see you.
I said I am visible.
She thought she could make herself invisible. Frederick.
Invisible.
That's what it was. Ryan trained Bobby D, One Nation.
Murphy, hey.
What's up, Murphy? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see ya. He said, "Hi, Bobby. Lisa D. Two to you, Murphy. Good to see you, man. Hey, man, I miss y'all. I wasn't here last couple of days, and then I did a night one. We normally don't do night videos, but I had to do a night one, and I missed all my Blue Ridge were gone. I was like, "Oh, my Blue Ridge."
They're sleeping.
They had too much too. I had no. I said, "What is going on? I'm flying blind here today." I had no Blue Ridges. I said, "Okay, Lisa D, you got to watch out." So I had Lisa D go on the other thing, watch out for me. But yeah, man, good to see you, Murphy. Always good to see my Blue Ridges up in there. Yeah, what's up? Who we got? Rod Chain, Bobby Lisa D, One Nation. Michael Coffee, need some coffee. He said, Lisa, hi, how are you? No, hi, Asa.
Where are you? Asa is
Asa,
where.
oh, I thought he was saying an English word. That's Asa means where, y'all, in Cebuano. Asa, are you? Man, you got to speak English or Cebuano because you mixing me up. Don't do that to me. Speak English or Cebuano. I said, need your guapa maganda smile. Light up the show. You and Bobby make a good YouTube couple from Nurse Mike. Thanks, American. Let me tell y'all this. I had some people telling me some stuff. Now I'm gonna tell you what to tell y'all. Tell me if it's true or not. This was somebody told me. One of my subscribers. He said, Bobby D. He said, you know what? I said, what? What you talking about? Man? He said, people doing what you do. I said, what you mean doing what I'm doing? He said, on YouTube. He said, what you and Lisa D doing? I said, what you mean? What me and Lisa D doing? We just do our show.
Copycat.
He said, they copying what you do. I said, what? He said, yeah. He said, they started to do what you do. I said, I didn't know that. Because I don't watch a lot of channels. Lisa D don't. Every now and then she was, look at someone. But he said, he called the name. I'm not going to call no name. He called the name. He said, this one, he said, one I'm doing, y'all know sometimes I have like a double thumbnail. He said, one of them started doing the double thumbnail like you. I said, what? And then he said, one of them started having this lady on the show like you have your wife with you. And y'all be, he said, what? And then a couple other things. I said, me. That's how people do. They copy the leader. I'm a leader, baby. They follow the leader. I'm a leader. Everything I do, I can try to be the best. I might not make it, but I try, And when you out in the front, you're going to have somebody looking at you and they're going to try to imitate you. And guess what? But I'm telling you something, man. It's only one original, and that's me. One original, and that's me. Okay. Original is always worth more than a copy. Remember that. You hear me? An original. Repeat it after me. Listen to me. An original is always worth more than a copy. You got me? All right, let's go. Round trade, Bobby Lee, One Nation. Murphy, hey, what's up, Murphy? He said, can't wait to get there. Saving my age. There you go, man. Murphy got a plan. Okay?
Terry Olsen, Terry Mason.
Yeah, he got a plan. I'm talking about Murphy right now. Okay, thank you. Murphy got a plan, man. He works his plan and he's diligent and he's consistent. He's focused. When you have a plan and you're focused, you're going to work that plan. You're going to get there where you're going. When you don't have a plan, it's just a wish, man. Like wishful thinking. You're doing one of these. Murphy ain't doing one of these. He like, okay. Then he's doing the check. He's checking his flights, checking his prices, got his list, to-do list, what he got to do. He's doing it. That's how you do to get your goal to accomplish. Round chain, Bobby Lee, One Nation. Who we got? Look, Glenn, what's up, Glenn? He said, I'm 68. She is 36. Okay. Hey, man, it's not actually about the age. Age has something to do with it. Now, don't get me wrong. It's a slight part of every relationship. However, what is more important, Glenn, is your heart. Your heart and her heart. Do they match up? Is she on the same level, heart-wise, personality-wise, as you? Do you hook up like that? If you can get along with her on a day in, day out basis, like me and Lisa D, we get along. We got different age ranges, but I get along with her. She gets along with me. You know, and she's very mature for her. That's the one thing about Lisa D. She on most things she's very, very mature for her age. But there's some other things she's very immature. It's like a kid. But I'm the same way. On a lot of things, I'm very mature. And then on something I'm like, oh, little baby, you know. But we understand each other's ways, and we are accustomed to. It took us a while, man. Our first year of marriage, oh my God. I don't want to even think about it. We were caught fussing. We weren't fighting physically.
Like a dog and cat.
We were fussing all the time. Almost every day. And then, so many fussings. We sat down and said, look, we can't keep doing this. We have to learn to accept each other's ways. And that was the whole problem. I wasn't accepting her for her and her ways. And she wasn't accepting me for me and my ways. When we understood and we're from different cultures, we had to do what? We had to melt and accept each other's ways better than what we were doing. And when we started doing that, that's when the fussing stopped. It didn't stop overnight. It went lower and lower and lower. Very seldom do we fuss now. We still get, that's just normal to fuss. But we don't fuss like we used to. The first year, it was a nightmare. And then it got better and better. Every now and then we might have a heated discussion about something, but we get back together like that, That's the way life is. But yeah, man, it doesn't matter about the age that much, Glenn. Keep in mind, if you got a younger woman, she might keep you out. You have to get up and go. You use a lot of the older guys, they like to sit back and and the young girl be like, let's go. And be like, oh, you got to get some energy in your step, okay? Because she keeps me going. I'll be like, I want to lay down. Let's go. I have to learn to get up and go, I teach her. Sometimes she do the same, sometimes she want to lay. I said, let's go, Lisa D, let's go. So we have to keep a balance on each other. Ryan Train, Bobby, Lisa, One Nation. Terry. Double for trouble. Terry Berry doing it right, doing it tight, doing it long, doing it short. Thank you so much, Terry.
Thank you.
He said, this is for the ride is Bobby D. Hey, you see that? He donated for himself and he donated for the ride. And look what color he got, y'all. He in the gold. That's gold. It ain't no yellow. That gold, baby. Solid gold. Ryan Train, Bobby. Hey, we got to do a dance for Terry now. Another dance for Terry. Ryan Train, Bobby D. Lisa D. One Nation. Under our groove. Look at who we got. Come on, Lee.
The hardest working man in the business. I feel good.
Thank you.
Stop. She trying to mess with me, y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Terry. Appreciate you. Hey, Lisa, she be turning it out on the brakes, man. I don't know. What? You okay? You had too much tumor today? She ain't had too much tumor, y'all. When she had too much tumor, I can't do nothing with her. Ryan Trey, Bobby, Lisa, One Nation. Terry, Murphy said Terry Fleming, Diaz, awesome guy. Yeah, man, this is a good guy. All my guys are good on the show, man. I have the good gentlemen. They help me. They take care of business, and they are doing well in life. And I just thank God for all of you guys out there that come in and be on the train with us day in and day out. You keep it tight, doing it right. Thank you so much. Terry Fleming, he said, thanks, Sir Murphy. Ride train, Bobby, Lisa, One Nation. Michael Coffee, Diesel Coffee. He said, I had a meeting at the hospital. It's a drug. Okay, you know what? Michael, Lisa D and I just saw that on TV today. There is a drug. It's called forgive me if I mix up the spelling.
Yes, last night.
It doesn't matter. We saw it, my dear. Okay. Dexamethasone.
Yeah.
It's used for steroids. It's being used to help keep the virus from spreading in your lungs. Yeah, we just saw that on TV. And that's a good therapeutic drug that they're going to be starting. So, guys, if you are able to get that drug now, you better get it now because before you know it, it's gonna be gone. People gonna wipe it up. Like, you go to the drugstore, can I have the gone? You go to your doctor, say, can I have a prescription? You write your prescription, but trying to get it, it's gonna be zapped up because it's on the news now, and everybody looking to prevent the COVID and to treat the COVID, and said that drug has been proven with studies to treat the COVID and it's doing it very well. So if you have a prescription for that, go get your prescription refilled immediately. If you don't have a prescription for that, if you have COVID or someone has COVID symptoms that you think, go ahead and get that. Get your doctor to prescribe.
No, there's something that you can do it by yourself. Boil water and then put a rock salt and inhale like you're steaming. That melts the mucus.
I'm just trying to figure out what she's talking about. Oh no, we read that as well. There, in fact, she actually saw the article on it.
Steroids.
There,
You can make your own steroids.
it's actually not steroids; it's a form of the medication, but you can make it. She saw an article that showed how you can make a form of the dexa. I can't pronounce it. How you can make a form of the dexamethasone, and it involves rock salt and some other things, right?
Water and salt only.
Water
Boil.
and salt, and boil it.
And then inhale the smoke.
Right. Instead of actually taking the tablet or whatever, you boil it and then you inhale it. In fact, I might do a COVID-19 minute on this method she found that you can do manually yourself. That might be on the next video on the next COVID-19 minute.
And then when you are positive, do not eat sweets.
Why?
Because it will get worse. Because the virus like to eat sweets. Now the sweets will go to your blood, and then the virus will get worse.
The sugar.
The sugar.
I don't know if that's technically correct, but I know that sugar has a tendency to make any kind of disease worse. Okay, that's sugar based. Anything, whether it's cancer or whatever. If you eat a lot of sugar, the virus or the disease that you have will feed off of that sugar and it'll make it worse. Okay, so if you're sick or whatever, lay off the sugar. Okay, even if you're not sick, too much sugar is not good.
Eat bitter, like
bitter.
Bitter.
Not bitter. Bitter.
Bitter.
Okay, right.
Like ampalaya, you know.
Ampalaya. Okay, ampalaya is something that I've never seen in the USA. So I've only seen ampalaya out here. Ampalaya is like, I'm trying to think. It's like a sort of like a lemon, but it's not no juice in it. It's solid, but it tastes bitter like a lemon. And they said that when you eat ampalaya, it's Ampalaya, ampalaya. It heals a lot of things. One of the best things that ampalaya is for is for diabetes. If you are diabetic, and a lot of people take it here that don't go to the doctor. If you're a diabetic, ampalaya will heal you of diabetes if you take it on a consistent basis and eat the vegetable itself. It's like a big circle, like a fruit, but Lisa D cuts it up and she puts onions in because it's really bitter by itself. You eat it by itself, you're not gonna like the taste. It tastes bad, but it's good for you. And she puts a lot of onions and spices in it to make it better.
Put eggs.
And eggs, she puts eggs in it too. Make the taste better, but we eat that a lot. Ryan Train, Bobby D, Lisa, One Nation.
Michael, coffee. We need some coffee, Bobby D. Hi, the dexamethasone drug is being tested in Germany at the Oxford University on some patients. They are taking it in 2 milligram tablets form from nurse.
Okay, and there's already been some studies done on it too, other than that Oxford study, but that's why they know it works. All the preliminary studies have shown positive results. So I'm telling you, if you have a prescription for that, get it refilled immediately because the supplies are probably going to dwindle down because everybody's going to run out there and get that drug because it could help with COVID. Ron Train, Bobby Lacey, One Nation. Sincerely, she said, Michael Coffee, this dexamethasone could have some Rona
patient. Save
Corona patient.
Save one.
Could save one Corona patient. Yeah, it could,
Yeah.
They're giving it to people that are very sick and it's bringing them out. It's helping them kill that virus. So Yeah, it could save a corona patient as well. Ron Train, Bobby Lacey, One Nation.
Michael Coffee, we need some coffee. He said this dexamethasone is being used to help contain the COVID-19 coronavirus. Some good news for us humans in the battle of this virus. Right?
Yeah, it is good news, and we got a lot of other good news coming out because a lot of the vaccines that have been tested, many of them are in this phase 2. Some of them have completed phase 2, and some of them are going into phase 3. Phase 3 is the final phase. After that, if they're successful in the final phase, then they'll start distributing it. And this is some of the fastest ever that vaccines have ever been made in the history of the United States. FDA very seldom approves drugs. This has been on for like a year. They usually like 5 or 10 years before they approve stuff. So this shows you that the USA is trying to get this virus taken out as quickly as possible. Now, USA has 2 million infections. 2 million, man. Can you believe it? I can't even fathom that. My country, the greatest country in the world, has 2 million, over 2 million. And over what, 100,000 deaths? It's insane, man. And it didn't have to be this way. It did not have to be this way. And I'm not going to go there, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Ryan Train, Bobby DC, One Nation. Joshua Moore. What's up, Joshua?
Hello.
Yeah, amen. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome to you, Joshua. He said, what up, Bobby DC? Long time no see. I miss y'all. It's good to be back on the love train. Yeah, man. Good to have you back, Joshua. Joshua. Yeah, always good to see Joshua, man. He hit and go sometimes, come and go. But he's with us today, and we are better off because we see you, Joshua. We appreciate you, man. Everybody that ride this train, man, we thank you. And we said, thank you so much for thinking about us, man. He thought about Bobby D, Lisa D, and he had to ride the train. Yeah, One Nation, baby. Bro, we got Michael Kaufman. He said, sincerely, hi, Guapa Love Train Angel. God bless you. Dexamethasone is working so far. Let's keep it positive. It will work. Let's keep it positive. It will work for Nurse Mike. Yeah, it'll work, Nurse Mike. It will work. No question about that. Ron Train, Bobby Lee D, One Nation. Freddie Mason. What's up, Freddie? Since she is on that tuba. Tuba prune juice, Bobby D. I'm telling you, we need an intervention. We need an intervention.
Okay.
He said, need an intervention. AA won't do. I don't believe you need an intervention, D. We're gonna hey, thank you so much, Perry Mason. I'm gonna call the family. I'm gonna call people from the mountain. They're gonna all come down here and they're gonna ride on the truck like Granny. You remember Granny on the what do you call it? Beverly Hillbillies? Tell you about the story about a man named G. Poor mountain hillbilly kept it down the bed. Then one day he was shooting at a goal. Then up to the bound come a bubbling pool. Oil, that is, black gold, Texas cheap. And the first thing you know, old Jazz millionaire, pen folks say, Jazz, move with me. Say California is the place you ought to be. Then move up and move Beverly Hills, that is, swimming pools, movie stars. Y'all don't think I knew that, did you? Roger, Bobby Lee D, One Nation. Sincerely, what's up, Sincerely? She said, Michael Kaufman, thank God, at least slowly moving and finding that cure is good sign for a new beginning. Soon back to normal. Yeah, we all have to stay positive, and we all have to stay focused, and more importantly, we all have to continue following social distancing, social guidelines. Continue praying and washing our hands, wearing our masks, because the virus, just because they're loosening the quarantine controls on your area, does not mean that the virus is gone, it's over. No, the virus is going to be here. In fact, they're predicting like that the coronavirus will be like the flu, seasonal flu. It'll be here every year. So we have to be ready, man. Mm-hmm. You know, gotta be ready. The good thing about it is they're working on a vaccine. So if they get that vaccine, like this is a flu vaccine. Every day, when I was in the USA, I worked for Verizon. They had a free flu shot I get that flu shot, man. I used to get that flu shot. I only got the flu one time. One time after I got the flu shot. One time. Other time, I didn't have no flu, no sickness for the year. So I know the flu shot, the vaccines work. So, but I'm not gonna be the first one to take it when they get to COVID. I'm gonna give it 3 to 6 months and see if anybody pass out. Nobody pass out. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna give me a shot. Ryan Train, Bobby Lee D.
Frederick Mason. He said, "What's up with my blue ranches?"
Blue Rangers in the house. What's up, Blue Rangers? Blue Rangers say, hoorah. What's up, Blue Rangers? Good to see you, good to see you, good to see ya. Right, James Bobby Lee, One Nation, my friend. Hey, what's up, Murphy? He said, what's up, Reddy? Reddy? You always on the red. Terry Flynn, what's up, Terry? He said, hello, Perry Mason. What you causing on now, man?
Case.
What you casing on? He said, hello, Perry Mason. What you casing on now, man? You know, Perry Mason never lost the case. He always got something. He's looking at something. He's like, where's that? What's going on? He's doing one of these. Oh, I want somebody like that. When I get in trouble, I want somebody to do one of these. Out for me, looking out for me, don't you? Yeah, I need a Perry Mason. When I get in trouble, Ron Train Bobby Lee, One Nation, Michael Coffee, need some coffee. He said, hi, sincerely. Our nursing staff have meetings every week about the COVID-19 coronavirus. Remdesivir and dexamethasone looks like good drugs to help fight COVID-19. And in conjunction to that, let me say this. There was a time when POTUS, Code 45, right? He promoted a drug called hydroxychloroquine, whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Chloroquine. And now, guess what? The FDA has banned hydroxychloroquine because it's unsafe. And here we have the President of the United States of America suggesting that people take an unsafe drug, and he even took it himself. How insane is that? How insane is that? That's why we need him gone out of that office. In November, remember to vote
wisely.
Roger, now she did good there. He helped you out on that one. Roger, Bobby Lee, One Nation. Joshua Moore. What's up, Joshua? He said, Bobby D, you gotta pay them taxes. Yeah, man, you gotta pay tax, man. Every time you turn around, it's tax. I pay my taxes every year, man.
Yeah, you for the house.
I pay my taxes every year to the United States government. And you know what made me so upset? Not upset. I was disappointed that, and I pay my tax. I've been paying my taxes ever since I was able to have a job. And they're giving out these stimulus checks, and they won't even give me one. I could.
I think he's talking about when you buy house here or condo, and then
yeah, you have to pay tax. I ain't talking about that. I understand what you're saying. You have to pay tax on the house. Yeah, you pay tax on that every time you buy. I'm talking about. I paid my tax to USA, and I couldn't get a stimulus check, and they're getting ready to get another round of stimulus check. And guess what? I'm gonna be out of. Know why they won't give me a stimulus check?
Because of me.
No, it's not. It's not because of her. It's because of Code 45 and it's crazy. He said that Code 45, if you married to a foreigner, you claim that foreigner on your taxes as your wife, you cannot get a stimulus. What is the problem, man? I pay my tax like everybody else. Why you want? Oh, don't stop me. Let's go, man. Right, J. Bobby Lee, One Nation, PMG. He said, what you refer to, Bobby, is street selling. It's best for people who can wait and want to pay small installments until it's built. Downside is you only have an idea what it's going to be. That's exactly correct. I'm gonna tell you an example of that. Okay, I told you we lived in one oasis, right? Those small condos over in Kapasanga. They did one oasis on a pre-selling basis. We didn't buy it, we rented it. But a lot of people bought those places to rent, okay? And when they rented them out, they didn't know how it was going to look. And when we were there, it was pretty decent. But now it's a nightmare over there. You know why? They built too much. They overbuilt it. When we were there, it was only three buildings? 4. It was 4 buildings. Now like 10 of them over there now. It's too many. It's too many people. I don't want to be no place where people crawling over you. I don't like that. It's too many people. We live in a small subdivision. It's only 32 houses here. Small, tiny, and we love it because everybody knows everybody here. And if you mess up, somebody gonna know you. The whole subdivision gonna know you done messed up. Okay, I like it like that. I don't like no huge stuff. But yeah, you're right, man. Ron Train, Bobby Lee.
Murphy, hey.
Murphy, what's up, man? He said, thanks, Bobby. Great info. Hey, you're welcome, Murphy. Hey. But you're right. I'll go back to Paul. You're right. The pre-selling is good for people that have that want small installments Because what happens is,
while you are still working, then you can pay, you can save money to pay that off for in the future that when you come over here.
yeah,
That was a good idea. It's a good idea.
yeah, pre-selling is good for people that want small installment payments because you can pay small. You can pay small installment payments over a long period of time, and so it works for those of you that want to buy a condo or a house or whatever, and you're still working in the USA. You can take them, put your down payment down, right? And then 3 to 5 years, by the time you're ready to retire, you come over here, your condo's built and it's paid for.
Yeah.
I got a buddy that did that. A Reverend Pastor Charles, Pastor Charles comes on the show, Reverend Charles. That's what he did.
Charles Anthony.
He paid his condo over a period of time, and when he come over, I think he's coming over here for good next year. I think. And when he come over, it's already paid. He got his wife is there. She's living in the condo. And Lisa D, she gave me that idea to do it when I was out here. I could have been paying for that condo for the 5 years, right? And when I came out here, we would have had it, but I didn't want to do it. I was like, man, I ain't playing wrong. I was defiant back in them days.
Because he was not sure.
Yeah, I was not sure about the situation or about whether they would build a condo, and I had a big reservation in my mind. Remember, I tell you, I check out everything, okay? And I'm like, no, I think I thought it was a fraud and a scam. I said, I ain't playing that game. It might have worked out for me, it might have didn't, but if we'd have bought the condo, we wouldn't be where we are right now. We like this better. So, you never can tell. Read that, Lizzie.
Frederick Mason. He said Perry Mason is on the case of the Philippines or bust.
That's right, man. We're gonna get to the Philippines or we're gonna bust. We're gonna bust wide open. Hey man, if y'all don't come out here to stay, it's okay, man. But come, okay? Come to visit. At least look around.
Yeah.
Spend your week, maybe 2 weeks at least. And if you like it, make plans to stay. If you don't like it, move on. It's always the Philippines. If you don't want to stay here full time, it's okay, man. A lot of people don't. But a lot of people like to come back to do what? Visit. And I have a lot of guys, they don't live here, but they come back every year. They say 2 weeks, 3 weeks, month, but they go back because they like to live in the USA, but they like to visit. And it's okay, man. Either way you do it, it's okay. Ryan Train, Bobby Lizzie, Terry Fleming. You didn't have that Terry. You laughed that Terry. I hear you, man. Ryan Train, Jim, Rob. Hello, Jim. He said, hello, D family. We doing good, man. How you doing, James? That's my buddy there. He in Alabama. Alabama. Lisa D said Alabama. Yeah, Alabama. I said not Obama, Alabama. She said Obama. Ryan Train, Bobby Lizzie. He said, hello, everyone. Hey, he said, hello, everybody. Hey, y'all say hello back to Jane. He said, hello. Hello. Murphy, hey, what's up, Murphy? He said, Perry Mason, thumbs up to you, brother. Just shoot a boy. He said, what up, JFJ Rob? Hey, JFJ Rob was in his house. David G. What's up, David? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Welcome back.
He said, good morning, Bobby D. And the Love Train family, late to arrive from Zamboanga City, Philippines. Yeah, man. David G in the house. David G been in Zamboanga for about 3 months then. He on lockdown, man. He trying to get back home, but he got to wait till the planes open, international planes and stuff open up. And I'm thinking maybe July.
I think there is already in Manila.
But he can't get to Manila, my dear, because of the domestic flights.
I don't know, might be there is.
Domestic flights are closed down. He can't get there. That's the problem he got. Ryan Train, Bobby Lizzie, Murphy. Hey, what's up, Murphy? He said, Jeff Jam, Rock, hello. What's up? Jeff Jam. He said, I'm trying to stay up, Joshua Moore. He said, he's trying to stay up. Because what time? It's 11:39 p.m. in the Philippines. Well, where he's at, not in the Philippines, in the USA. Where James is, it's 10:29 because he's in Central Time. Ryan Train, Bobby Lizzie, Freddie Mason. He said, hello, Angel. Sincerely him. How are you, my dear? Yeah, man. Ryan Train, Bobby Lizzie, one nation, one love. What's up? PMG. He said, I want to ask to get a bank loan for how long do you need to be in the Philippines for? You need to be here at least 6 months, man, minimum. They're not going to give you no loan out here unless you have a good, you have an ACRI card first and you have a permanent resident visa. Okay, if you're out on a permanent visa basis.
And money also. I mean, in your account, how much you have.
Yeah, you have to have a lot of money in your account, man. It's not like the USA. Like the USA, you probably go and get a bank loan. You ain't been in there 6 months, whatever. Out here, I told you they're very strict on foreigners. You just can't come out here and say, I need a loan. They're gonna say, sir, do you have your first thing gonna say, sir, do you have your ACRI card? That's the first base. If you don't have that, then how are you gonna talk to you? Then if you say you have that, then say, how long have you been here, sir? What's your permanent address? What do you do? Are you retired? Or they're gonna ask you the whole damn question.
Are you still working?
And then they're gonna ask you, what's your income? Where do you derive your income? And proof of income and all that stuff. Then they will consider, they might consider it. Because I told you, they hold expats or foreigners to a higher standard because of the fact that we come and we what? Go. They don't want you to go. They want you to stay. Okay? Right? Everybody needs the one nation. Paul, and which is better, in-house finance or bank? In-house. In-house is the worst you can get, man. You don't
big
want
interest also.
You don't want to do in-house unless you have no choice. They do high interest rates. Okay, you do not want to do in-house unless you have no choice. It's better to get a bank loan. And there's a third option. You can do in-house financing, which means the developer or the person, if you're buying it from an individual, they finance your loan. Okay, that's in-house. Second is bank loan, where you go to a bank and they finance your loan. The third is Pagabig. Pagabig. Okay, what's Pagabig, Bobby? I don't know what you're talking about. Pagabig, what is it? Pagabig, man. That is a Philippine corporation that they handle like the what's the name of the corporation that handle loans? Anyway, it's a Philippine corporation for the Philippines that was established by the Philippine government that helps Filipinos get loans. But you have to have contributed to the Pagabig. They take money into check.
I think this is for Filipino only.
I just said that, Lee. I just said that. Okay. Yeah, if you're married to a Filipino, she can take advantage of the Pocket B. If you're married to her, she can take advantage of it. You can't, but your wife, if you're married to a Filipino, they can. Like when we got this house, I asked the people, I said, do you take Pocket B? Because we're married. And she could have got the Filipino. If you get a Pocket B loan, they have to guarantee you a certain small interest rate. They can't do the higher interest rate. Government say if you get a Pocket B loan, it have to be this amount and this amount of payment. Everything's regulated. So I said, let's get a Pocket B. Listen, developers said, no, we don't pay that because they want to make the more change to the change. Huh? So that's the third option. You have to be married to the Filipino because it's only for Filipinos. But if you're married to a Filipino, you can take advantage of the Pocket B. Okay. Roger, Bobby, lazy one nation. Oh, we got Murphy. Hey, what's up, Murphy? He said, Jeff, Rock. I feel you. Roger, Bobby, Lisa, David G. He said, hey, Bobby, Lisa D. Even the Philippines returning to the USA later this year. All right. Congrats, David. Been a long time coming, sir. I know you're ready, man. Okay, so he probably got a domestic flight that he was able to pick up to take him to Manila. All right, he said leaving this evening. Finally got an international flight, so he's got a domestic flight to Manila. Then he booked an international flight from Manila back home. Congrats to him, man. He's been a long time. He's been there since March. What is March, April, May, June? He's been there 3 months. 3 months, going on 4 months. He ready to go home. But he had a good time with his wife. He's not married in Zamboanga, and his wife is there, so he was still okay. But he's got to go back home and reintroduce himself to everybody and get back on his job now. He started making that change. I hate you, man. So I'm very happy for you, David. And it's been a long time coming, man. And you are deserving it, of course. Ryan Chain, Bobby, Lizzie, PMG 2007. Paul, what's up, Paul? He said, very useful information. This will help me consider buying a house in the Philippines, but I never buy a condo. There are too many issues with condo. Yeah, I wouldn't buy a condo here, man. First of all, it's too small. For the amount of money they want, it's too small. It's not worth it to me. Plus, it could be a lot of issues with condos, and you're stuck like Chuck. You can't do nothing about it. And then they go up on a condo association fees every so often, and you stuck like Chuck. Got to pay that stuff because you purchased a condo. Get you a house and lot. If you want to buy, I would not recommend the condo. I would recommend a house and lot. The value will increase better on a house and lot as opposed to a condo, unless the condo is in an ideal spot like IT Park. Okay. Read.
Wendell Cunete. Hello, Wendell. He said, toot toot, I can't miss the live train.
What's up, Wendell? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see ya.
Yeah.
Ride love train, Bobby. He said, I cannot miss the love train. Hey, man, we don't want you to miss this train. You miss out the power. You miss out the love. You miss out the peace, happiness, joy, strength, wealth, health, and prosperity. We got it all for you, Wendell. Thank you, sir. We're going to give you something right now. Take that, man. Put it in your pocket. And give it right back to us. So give us some back. Ride train, Bobby. One nation. Jeff, yeah. He says, David G. How often are planes flying now? The planes are flying out based on what my last time I checked on it, it's like 2 to 3 days a week. International flights, and there's only a cap of 400 coming in. I'm not sure how many they let now, but it's a cap of 400 coming in a day, and I think it's like 3 days a week right now. Eventually, probably July or August, they're going to be probably releasing everything. We'll see, but they have to release it and open it up because the Philippines needs Monte bad. You ever heard where people live from paycheck to paycheck? That's where we are right now in this country. Paycheck with no money coming in. The gas tank is like almost a zero. Okay, they need to fill that gas tank back up, or we won't be floating. We won't be riding nowhere. The country ain't going nowhere. So they got to fill the gas tank up. Brady Mason, he said, "Hello, GFN Rock. What's up? What's up? What's up? Proud one. What's up, proud
Hello,
one? Good to see you.
Proud.
Good to see you. Good to see ya.
Welcome to our show. Looks like you are new. And please subscribe and like our videos.
Yeah, do so. Very much happy to see you, proud one. He said, "What up, Bobby? Damn, man, we doing good, proud one. Good to see you, man. I look like you. Yeah, with a name like proud one, you cannot be doing bad. Okay, you better be doing good, proud one. He proud because he doing good. Ryan Train Bobby, Jeff Jim Raw. He said, Frederick, what's good? What's good, Fred? He talking to his brother, David G. He said, Jeff Jim Raw. Not sure. There's one flight per week from Zamboanga to Manila. That's on every Monday. Had to stay in a hotel for 2 days to get my flight to US on today. Yeah, for last time I checked, Jeff, Jam, and David, there are three days a week that the international flights are coming in and out. Only it's limited. As far as people coming in, they're limited to 400 people max per flight, international flight on those 3 days. After the 3 days they come in, when they come in rather, they have to go on a 14-day quarantine. Okay, now that quarantine is a self-quarantine. That means they have to register where they are, and the Philippines will check and make sure they're staying there and all that kind of stuff. So you still have to be on quarantine when you come in here, and everything is still regulated to this point. What I recommend people do, if you're trying to come to the Philippines, I don't recommend you come right now because it's going to be hard for you and you got to be on quarantine. I recommend you come when everything's been opened back up, which will probably be towards the end of the year, first of the year. Everything should be back to where not normal, because there won't be a normal. There'll be a new normal, okay? So give it a while. Ride Train Bobby Lease D. Terry Fleming, he said someone signed in yesterday at 8 p.m. Bobby D. Someone signed in yesterday. Signed in at 8 p.m. Someone you mean on the train? Some people signed in where? Ride Train Bobby Lease D. Frederick Mason, he said everything, Jeff Jim. Everything is lovely, man. Everything is good, everything. Ride Train Bobby Lease. David G, he said, James, there seems to be some frequent cancellation and rescheduling of flights. Philippine Airlines changed my initial flight 2 times. Yeah, that's because the airlines have to submit to the Philippine government how many they have. If it's overbooked or whatever, then they can change it. It's subject to change at any time. So that's why I keep telling you guys.
There's a social distancing.
Social distancing will be employed on every flight. That means it won't be 3 people in a row. It'll be one, and the middle will be empty. And you'll have to be required to wear gloves. I mean, not gloves, mask. And when you get on the plane, the flight attendants will have a mask attire, everything from hand to toe. So be ready for the new norm, because the new norm is here now, okay? Ride Train Bobby Lisi, One Nation, Frederick, Jing Jensen, thumbs up to you, Frederick. Ride Train Bobby Lisi, Jing says, David, being trapped on an island sounds like a good problem. Glad to hear your wishes are coming through. Yeah, he had a good entrapment. He wasn't alone. He had his sweetheart with him, so that made it even sweeter. And now he's ready to go home, resume his life, and pick up the pieces where he left off, and so he can come back and stay longer, or you can perhaps get her to come with there. They want to be together. That's the whole point and the whole goal of them getting married. They want to unite as a family at some point in time. Ryan Train Bobby Lee, One Nation, PMG. He said, "Do you think rent to own is a good choice for people on a budget?" I think that's an excellent choice for people on a budget. We did a rent to buy, and actually, the money we paid for rent when we rented for the first year, so it was higher than what we could have paid. But we did it because we liked the property, right? And we knew that we had an option to buy. So we said, okay, we'll pay the higher. Police he was mad at me. He said, that's too much money. We could do that. I said, look, man, we're trying to, we have an option to buy here. We like the area. We like the size of the property. We like the places we're at. And then when I told her all of that, he said, okay, I guess it's worth it. But it was worth it for us. But that worked out fine for us because when our option period came to say, do we want to take the option or not? We jumped on it, Freddie. We said, let's go. Ryan Trey, Bobby. Dia, also Dia, he said, do you think there'll be some good real estate deals because of the coronavirus? Um, I don't know if the coronavirus will make good deals, cause good deals.
Might be.
How? Tell me why.
I look, they have a pre-selling now. They're selling their stuff because they don't have money to eat, something like that.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, Dia, she said she gave a very good point. She said that a lot of people are selling their homes, and because they're out of work, out of job, and they have to sell to get money to live, and they'll sell the houses to make money. So that's going on here, right? Already, a lot of people are out of work. Some of the people are going back to work, but some of the jobs have closed down because I told you most of the businesses out here live on a paycheck to paycheck basis, just like a lot of people work and live on a paycheck to paycheck basis. If there's no money coming in, especially a lot of restaurants, if there's no money coming in, that restaurant going to shut down. And so for them to just say, okay, it's open now, and you come back up, they can't just do that because they don't have the revenue to start up again because they did what? They're from paycheck to paycheck. So a lot of jobs are opening back up, starting back up, but there's a lot of jobs that cannot open back up. And so people that had those jobs that's not there, they got to find another job. In the meantime, they have no monte, so they sell property, they sell the cars, they sell the homes, just to get money to eat and find someplace smaller to live. So
I saw a lot of selling cars now.
Yeah, there's
cheaper than before.
Yeah, a lot of people selling cars, but so that's in that way. There may be some opportunities for people buying, but that's probably the only way I can think of. Right, Train Bobby Lizzie, One Nation.
Chi Jam Ro, he said we were going to buy at one Oasis, but I was told the ceilings were low. I'm 6'3" and can't do low ceilings.
We lived in one Oasis about 4 or 5 months. It was nice, but I think the ceilings were a little bit low. Yeah, so you're 6'3", you probably have trouble with that. But we liked it when we were there. We liked it when we were there because I used to do I still do walking, and I used to do a lot of walking around the pool area, and we used to hang out on the pool area, and it was nice, man. We enjoyed our time at One Oasis. It was very nice there. It's just the reason why we moved, because the lady lied to me, man. I told you when she lied, thought we had a parking, but we ain't had no parking space. She lied to me, man. And when she lied to me, I was like, I'm done with her. I don't like nobody lying.
She said, I will change the curtain.
Oh, yeah.
And then he never show up.
Another thing, we had some dusty curtains. He said, man, you got to take these curtains down. They're full of dust, man. You can touch them, dust be all over your hand. I said, what she tell us to? Because we didn't pay attention when we got in. We were just happy to get to play. We didn't do all that. So I said, look, man, lady, you got to change these curtains. They're full of dust, and we can't breathe that dust in my lungs like that. So she said, I'll change it. She said that for about a month. We had to keep calling. She finally came out there and changed her and her husband. And man, I was. Anyway, let's go on. Right, J. Bobby Lizzie, PMG. He said, "Oh, what do you think is the best choice for someone on a budget that wants to buy a house in the Philippines? The best choice is find you a makeover, one of them beat up places. If you want a shoestring budget, find you a house like that, pay cash for it, because it ain't gonna cost a whole lot, and fix it up the way you want. That's what her cousin did. Her cousin bought a house. It's a big house though. It was bad. It was bad shape, but it's a big house, and she fixed it up. She didn't pay much for it. She paid cash for it. She fixed it up. And it's looking better now. It still needs some work because she didn't have all the money. And she got her whole family, and she got 3 sisters.
Yeah.
And a brother and an aunt.
Two sisters and one brother.
It's like a family house now, and everybody's in there working. They all work, so they all contributed to. They don't have to pay any rent for the house, right? Because they pay for it. So they pitch in, they buy the food, and they pay all the light bills and stuff. And everybody's making it because everybody got money now because they live together as a big family. So yeah, I would find a fixer upper that need a little bit of love and tender care. And if you can do the work yourself, that's even better, you know. But if you can't, find a house, you pay to fix it up, you pay cheap to get it, right? Pay cash, you can, and get in there and fix it up.
But for foreigners, you have to stay with the secure, but it is secured, you know, because it is easy. I mean, when people know that he's a foreigner, they will rob him.
Well, I always recommend people when they come to the Philippines, if you're an expat or foreigner, I recommend you find a place that's got some type of security. We have a secure gate, a gated community here, and because you are a target when you come here. If you buy a house, you want to get a house in the subdivision that's got a gated community, if at all possible. But if you're buying a fixer upper, chances are you're not going to have that. So you have to make your own gated. If you buy a house and there's no gated community, just build a gate around it. A lot of people do that. They build security gate around it, and they have security cameras on the front of the house. So if someone breaks in, whatever, you got them on camera, and if you got your gate, it's going to be hard for them to take anything and jump over the fence with it. Okay. Ryan Train, one nation under. Who he got? Look at Paul. He said,
Philinvest. That's the developer of One Oasis.
Yeah, that's right. I remember Philinvest. Philinvest developed One Oasis. Not good to.
That's a good developer.
Not good to the people. Have a lot of dishonest agents work for them. Yeah. I wouldn't buy. They tried to sell us one of the properties, and they were telling us everything. You right. They got it's a lot of dishonest agents work for them. But I remember Philinvest because we were going through them. We were going to buy one of the properties in One Oasis, but we kept getting a lot of different agents telling us this, telling us that, telling us this, telling us that. We let it go. It was too much confusion. But you're right. Philinvest is the company that handles it. When you come out here, if you're looking for a house or lot or condo to buy, you will probably run into an agent, okay, a real estate agent. Now, let me explain to you the differences between a real estate agent here in the Philippines and an agent in the USA. The agent in the USA works on a commission basis, and they work for the seller, okay? They usually get like, what, 6%, 7%, something like that, okay, out of the sale of the house or purchase of the house. Here in the Philippines, they do work for the seller as well. But not only will they find you a house, they'll find you an apartment too, and they get a sale, they get a commission off that as well. And the agents here in the Philippines, well, when we first started, they didn't have to be licensed. No license was required. But now they're requiring licenses now. Mm-hmm. They moved up. So when at the time, first few years I moved there, that's why we kept bringing bad agents. No license. I'm like, man, these people need doing. I knew more than the people that were trying to show me the house. Because they didn't have it. Now they're requiring them to have license. They have to take tests and get examined. So that's a big difference between the agents here in the U.S. and the Philippines versus the agents in the USA. There's a lot of unscrupulous agents here in the Philippines. Ron Train, Bobby Lease, One Nation. He said One Nation has many places. One in Pasig, nice. I used to stay in there. I think it's best. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, One Nation is a huge company, huge corporation. They got a lot of places all over the Philippines. Mm-hmm. Scott, 56. Hello, Scott.
Hello, Scott.
Thanks for the screen, guys. What kind of AC does your house have? We have
Carrier and Copel.
We have Copel, Kopel, and that Carrier. No, he asked what we got.
Yeah.
We have Copel.
Yeah, and our AC in our room.
Oh no, okay. Let me put you on this. Okay. There's two types of ACs in the US and the Philippines. One is the window AC. We have two window units upstairs in our bedrooms. Okay, and they're what's the name of it? Carrier?
Yeah.
They're carrier units. Okay. As far as the downstairs, we have a main. What's the kind? What's it called?
Split type.
Okay, thank you. This can't remember. It's called a split type. I don't know if you can see that on the wall. Let me move my head. You see that on the wall right there? Where her finger is? That's called a Copel, Kopel, split type. What the split type is doesn't go in a window, it goes in the wall. And it's like the AC units in the USA where you just turn the button on the wall, it's controlled. So that unit controls the entire downstairs. Well, called the split type. Now we could actually get a split type upstairs, which would control it too, but it costs more money. So we already had ACs in the windows, so we left them in the windows. This one just controls downstairs. So when we go to bed at night, we turn on the window AC and it cools our room, and we save money for downstairs and everything else. That's how we do. I was trying to get Lisa D to let's go ahead and get everything split type. She said, "No, it's too much money." So we're gonna leave it like it is. But that's how it does. AC. If you don't use it all day, not bad. You can watch them cut a lot.
But if you are what's that, saving energy, just get the split type.
Right.
You pay more, but less electricity. I mean, save is a electricity saver.
Split types are very efficient as far as electricity, and you'll wind up saving money in the long run with a split type versus an AC that puts in the window. And in the Philippines, you will find more people have window units than split type units because the split type units, as I mentioned up there, cost more money, much more. Okay, so you don't see a lot of people with split types, more so than these area in the window units. You'll see that a lot. Brian Train, Bobby and Lisi, One Nation. Paul, what's up, Paul? He said good information on rent to own. Buy what? Buy. But what? Why? But why? Some owner asks for a down payment for rent to own if your rent goes toward down payment.
Yeah, you have to.
It's just like buying anything else. You have to pay. We pay the down payment and then we pay the rent a month, and that's just the way they do, man. Why they do it? I don't know. I guess they get more money in their pocket. That's just being profitable. You know, you have to ask them that, but that's just the way. That's just how it's set up here. You won't, just like if you were renting. When you rent an apartment, you pay the what? Down payment, which is usually what? 2 to 3 months rent, right? In advance. And then you pay for the first month in advance. Okay. So it's the same principle. It's a down payment, then you start paying your monthly rent. So it's the same similar principle. Ryan Train, Bobby Lisi,
But
One
when
Nation.
you buy the house, you cannot lose that money that you put in your
Right. Good example. She said when you buy the house, if you execute your option to buy, right, like we did, you don't lose that money you paid for a year or two. That money goes, all of that money you paid goes to what? Equity in your house and push down. So when you get your loan, the loan value is decreased. The amount of the house for the loan is decreased because you already paid that money up front. You don't have to put that much money out of your pocket. Okay. All right.
Sincerely, and
she says, have a good day. Have a good, blessed day to all of the riches.
speechless.
Brother, hey, he said, yeah, Bobby, I can't imagine the rooms being so small. You can't cuss that cat out with getting fur in your mouth. Lord, man, cats is another problem out here, man. I don't know what it is, man. Everybody out here got a cat or a dog, and mostly everybody in the Philippines have an animal or more. The limit around here in our place where we live is 2, but most people have 3 or 4. I don't believe animals. Can you imagine how the house smell when you go in there? Like, ooh, man, I'll see you later. Because the dog be stinking, man. You know, and people, I don't know what it is. Filipinos love animals, man. They love to have animals. You know, I don't mind having, I used to have dogs in the USA, but I don't want to have, because it's a lot to keep up with them. You got to get shot and all that, and they don't walk the animals around here. You just let them sit up. I gotta walk my dog. If I had a dog, I'd be walking them every day. That's why we don't have no animal. These two want the dog. She said, nah, it's too much to take care of. Right, Trey, Bobby, this One Nation. Yeah, sure. He said, Bobby, you be watching BET in the Philippines? No, man. I don't get a lot of USA. Well, I do. I I got a channel that Markel gave me. I can get more channels now, but we don't watch a lot of TV. We work a lot and we watch news and we will watch a movie every now and then because we're newsaholics. We like to know what's going on. And Lisa D loves movies. She loves action movies a lot. So if she find a good movie on HBO, we'll watch that movie if we're not busy. But we don't watch a lot of TV. Ryan Jane, Bobby, Lisa. Paul, what's up, Paul? Read it.
I can tell you in Manila it's expensive for sure. Me, I get lucky one bedroom, condo furnished 15,000 a monthly most like that go for 18K to 20K depends. Yeah, it goes up.
Yeah, you got a deal there, man. Cause that's unheard of. 15. I paid 15. We paid 15 at one Oasis, which is about $300 a month. That's cheap, yeah, man. You got a good deal, Paul. You better stay where you at, right? All right, tell you about me, Lamont. What's up, Lamont?
Hello,
He said, how's Lamouti property to buy a condo?
I think Lamuri is a good one also. Good agent. Yeah. Property, developer. Are they developer? I
don't know. I don't know about the. I heard of that name.
Yeah.
And I know they sell property, but as far as whether they're good to buy a good condo, and I can't tell you that because I haven't dealt with them.
We're dealing with people we see in Ayala only because a lot of people in Ayala Mall they selling condos, properties. They have what's that small.
Let me tell you, when you get off the plane, guys, when you usually come there for the first time, when you get off the plane, all right, in the airport, as soon as you come through your luggage and all that kind of stuff, as soon as you get ready to get out, they're gonna be people coming up on you, sir, condo, inspection, and they're gonna be a ton of those, man. You gotta resist it. Don't say no, thank you, don't need it, go past. Because if you don't, if you see, yeah, I'm interested, they're gonna get your number and they're gonna text you to death. They're not gonna let up till you come and visit one of them condos and they try to sell you one. So don't give them your number. Don't, unless you want to be bothered with them, go ahead and do it. But if you don't want to be bothered with them, do not give them your number. And just if they might give you a pamphlet, take the pamphlet, but don't give them your name or give them your number because they'll bug you. Because condo is big business out here. You hear me? Big business. Everybody named Mama trying to sell a condo, and half the condos ain't even made yet. Right? What you want? Right? They do. John, what's up, John? He said, hey, John Williams again, checking you guys out again for the second time from Seattle, Washington. You guys talk real talk. Love it. Keep it up, guys. Keep that real. Keep it real. Yeah, thank you so much, John. Always good to see you, man. He's in Seattle. Hey, man, John, I'm so sorry the trouble you're having out there today. I heard that in Seattle, they took over a police station, and they scared to run them out because they don't know what's going to happen. Now they're taking their time. They don't want to go in there and rush and kill people. So they're trying to negotiate so they can get the police station back. But it's sort of rough out there in Seattle. I wouldn't want to be out there right about now. Just like Atlanta, man. They're riding out there big time. Ride chain Bobby Lease Deep One Nation. Lamont, what's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. He said, good morning, Bobby D and Lease Deep. Good morning to you, Lamont. How are you doing, sir? Yeah. Always good to see Lamont, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Big John Thomas in the house. He said, I'm going to research more about Antipolo and Rizal province, just outside Metro Manila and Cavite province. Yeah, those are a lot of nice places out there, but they're smaller, like suburbs of Manila. And you'll find out that those places are close to Manila, and the prices are going to be similar to Manila prices because they're suburbs, but they'll be a little bit lower, but not as high as Manila. But those are nice places. A lot of people go out there.
Yeah.
Murphy, hey, what's up, Murphy? He said, that's great, Bobby. Congrats to your nephew. Yeah, man, thank you so much, man. I'm proud of Rodney, man. Rodney's always been a go-getter, and I've talked to him a lot. I actually didn't work. I worked with both of the boys, Rodney and Travis, his younger brother. But I worked with Travis, which is his youngest brother, more so than Rodney, because Rodney was always, he didn't need a lot of help, But Travis was he and Travis, we got to be like that because he needed a lot of help. Travis started off getting a lot of trouble and stuff, but then we had to talk to we talk, got him out of that. And he quit high school and we talked, we need to go back and got him out of there. He finally went and get his GED, right? And then Travis is doing good, man. Let me tell you what Travis is doing right now. Travis is a network administrator. If you don't know anything about computers, that's one of the highest levels of computers you can go. Network administrator. He learned something. I taught him something. I was in computers. I taught him his first computer skills, and he got even better than me. That's how smart the boy was. He just read on his own and studied. He didn't go to no school for that. He read on his own and studied on his own. He got it, and then he had a business network administration business too. I think he let that go. But now Travis he owns 2 houses, paid for. You hear me? Paid for. Gosh, that's how smart the boy is. He owns 2 houses, one right next to him. He bought one house, right? The other house came for sale next to him. He bought that cash. Both houses he bought cash. And then on top of that, he still got a 6-figure job as a network administrator working for Fulton County in Atlanta. Telling you, man, when you work and you don't give up on kids and you keep talking to them and keep working with them, you never know how far they can go. He just needed a little bit more help than his brother, because his brother was out there like he needed. So you have to spend time with the one you got to need that need help. And I spent a lot of time with Travis. I'm proud of both of the boys, but I'm proud of Travis more because Travis had to need help. He got in trouble, and I had to talk to that boy, man. Each one what? Reach one. Each one what? Teach one. Okay, that's what you do. You help people in life. Rod Train, Bobby, Lizzie, One Nation.
Martha Hayes. He said, I remember being a patrol boy captain in grade school.
Yeah, that's what Rodney was. Rodney was a patrol boy. He went. I remember. I can see it in my mind right now. Rodney came home. I was there because I visited my sister a lot. My sister was, and this is another thing. They came from a single mom family. Don't tell me a single mother can't do it, because she can. Okay? It takes a lot of skill. And I take people like me, brother, uncle, come to help. They can do it. They need some help, but they can do it. She raised 2 upstanding young men. You hear me? And it can be done. Don't tell me about you can't do it. Nah. She was a praying mother. All my family were praying people. She's a praying mother. She spent time with that boy, all her boys, and they came out right. You tell me they didn't get, some of them got in trouble, but we talked to them. Look here, man, you need to straighten this up. What are you doing? I had to get on Travis a lot. He was slacking a lot of ways, but he's straightened up now. That boy's tight. We kept on him. It can be done. Single mothers need a little help. If you know a single mother that's struggling with a kid, help her, man. Talk to the kids. Go around and say, look here. DT trying to go. Let's go. Rod Train, Body, Lizzie, One Nation. Birdman. What's up, Birdman? He said, great show. I'm a newbie here. Hey, congrats, man. Good to see you. Welcome, Birdman 62. Always good to. It's always good to see and have new people on the show. We're so happy to have you, man. Welcome to you. Much love to you, my brother. He said, great show. I'm a newbie. We're glad to see you. Glad to have you. Remember, if you would please, sir, consider hitting the subscribe button, subscribing to the show, and liking the show. If it's all possible, we would appreciate you. Much love to you, Birdman. This is called the Love Train. We go down the road. We look at everybody's comment. We don't leave any comment left behind. We get all comments and we talk about what you asked us, and we try to bring you health, strength, wealth, peace, power, love, joy. That's why we call it Love Train. Rod Train, Bobby, Lizzie, One Nation under a groove. Who we got? Look at Paul. He said, I be started channel when I go to the Philippines. We would do investments and make different blogs about the Philippines, even live streaming again. Hey, go Paul. Hey, I'll be happy to wait on you, brother. Whenever you get ready, I'll be here. We hook up, collab together, man. We're going to do this thing right and tight and long and strong. Let's go, man. Ryan Trey, Bobby D. Michael Coffee. He said, Bobby D. Hello. I can tell you work hard on your Love Train show. You put in the effort. That's why I keep riding Love Train from Nurse Mike. Yeah, man. Thank you so much, Nurse Mike. Somebody noticed it. Hey, I just don't show up and say, hey, yeah. I don't do that. That's wasting your time. And I don't play games with people's time. I don't want nobody playing with my time. I show up and I tune in your channel, and you ain't got nothing to say, but how y'all doing, man? Everybody all right? I didn't tune in for that. I could talk to myself, tell them, all right? I want to see some information, some education, something that inspire me. Something, man. Give me some meat. Don't give me no bones, dry bones. I want some meat. Right there, Bobby Lee G, One Nation. Robert Lee, what's up, Robert?
Hello,
Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see ya.
ya.
He said, "Greeting, Bobby Lee G. I hear you on being original, aka OG. Our age and experience have us being original. OG, yeah, man. I've been in this world a long time, a long time. I done seen a lot, and I done done a lot, you know. And what I do is I take what I've been through in my life and I regurgitate it and give it to you guys to let you know it. You can go this way or you can go that way. I've been this way, and this is what's going down this way. If you're gonna go down this way, it's gonna be some trouble. And you choose a better way. I give you options, I give you choices based on my experience in life. And what you do with it, it's on you, man. I can't make you, take you, shake you to do it right. You got to make up your mind. Hey, listen to the right way or the wrong way and make your choice in life. Ryan Train, Bobby Lee, see One Nation. Robert Lee, what's up? He said,
Can't wait for Philippines to open up, waiting on passport to finish up with 45 called 45 things in slow motion.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's going on in the USA. Everything in slow motion, man. So let's just pray that it open up as quickly as possible. Ryan Train, Bobby Lee, Z, Robert Lee.
Lisa D PDA picking on Bobby D. What? Virtual hug.
Virtual hug. She said she don't like PDA, y'all. You know what PDA is, right? What's PDA, DC?
No.
You don't know what PDA is? You don't like PDA. You know what PDA is? Public display of affection, like this right here. Oh, you don't like that. She don't like PDA, man. Most, well, I won't say most, but people like Lisa D that comes from the countries and the farms, they don't like showing display of affection openly because they think it's disrespectful. And they want to hide this till they get in the bedroom. And then they make it happen, Kevin. Right there, Bobby Lee, One Nation. Robert Lee. Is Converge Fiber there in Talamban, Cebu?
Yeah, in some area, but not in our subdivision.
Converge Fiber? I'm thinking that's internet.
Yeah,
I've
there's
never.
internet.
If they are, I've never heard of them. The main internet out here is PLDT and Globe.
But there's a fiber connection. I think that's what it.
There's a lot of internet companies out here, and some are smaller than others. However, the two major companies are PLDT out here and Globe. Converge may be here, but if they are, I don't know. There may be a smaller player in this area. Ride Train, Bobby, and Lisa D.
Crook Mark.
What say you, Bobby? Hey, man, we doing good, Crook. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to
What's up?
see ya. Always good to see you, man. Ride Train, Bobby. He said, I'm late, but here now. Had a late meeting. Okay, I understand, man. Hey, as long as you show up, man. When you show up, we're going to show out. Ride Train, Bobby, just you a boy. What's up, Crook Boy? How you doing, man? You all right? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see ya. Crook Boy, I say, what say you, Joshua Moore? You all right, man? Good to see my buddy, Ride Train, yeah, man.
Thank you,
David Darden. David Darden, he in the gold, y'all. He in the black gold, baby. David said, Bobby D, at least D, always enjoy your teamwork and informing people on many things. Very thankful for that. Yeah, you welcome, David, anytime, man. David is a former Army man. He's a single dad. I think he got 2 kids at home, 2 grown, and two of them in the military. They on their own. But he gets his, once he raises 2 left.
3 boys, 1 girl.
Once he raises one he's got there right now, he gonna be to the Philippines. He gonna be on his way. Good to see you, David. He said Philippines is on his list. As soon as he get through raiding them to and get them on out of here, he said he comes to the Philippines. All right, David. Right, let's do it down for David. Riding Train, Bobby Lee D, One Nation under. Good. Look at.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the original players from the Himalayas. Drums in the house. I said drums in the house. Drums in the house. I said drums in the house. Come on, girl, let's do the penguin. The hardest working man in the business.
you so much,
Thank you,
David.
David Darwin.
Appreciate the donation, man. You are much appreciated. Much love to you, brother. Brian Chain, Bobby Lisi, One Nation.
Pastor
Pastor
Charles.
Charles, what's up,
We're
Reverend Charles?
talking about
How you
it.
doing, man? Lisa said we're talking about you. He said, hello, Bobby D. Lisi. What's up, Pastor Charles? Good to see you. Always good to see you, man. Pastor Charles I told you about the condo he bought. His wife is in the condo. His name is Mel. And there she's living, waiting for him to come to be there permanently with her. He'll be there, I think, by the end of next year. He's trying to get his retirement stuff together. And once he gets out, he'll be in the Philippines doing ministry. And we're going to be working with Reverend Charles. As soon as he get here, we're waiting on him to start up and do our ministry thing. Ain't that right, Reverend Charles? Yeah, man. Good to see you. Michael Carpenter, Lisa Carr. Lisa D and Bobby D. Hello. Another amazing show. Enjoy you all. And Lisa D got to go. Ignat Amping. He says, Ignat Amping Alam. Ignat. That's right.
Thank you.
Stay
right. Safe also.
Joshua Moore. He said, Bobby D, when I come to the Philippines, I'll be scared to sleep in the hotel by myself. I'm going to have to tell my lady to watch them lizards while I sleep. Hey, I told you about my problem with lizards, man. The first time I went to the province, man, I slept in the room, and it was a lizard. What is that? I heard something. I said, jumped out the bed. They said, what is wrong with that man? I said, that's a lizard. I was so scared, man. They was laughing at me because they said, he's a big grown man now, and he's scared of a little lizard.
And the lizard is too small.
But I was scared. I didn't even know a lizard, man. I didn't know what that was. I'm like, wow. I said, I said, what the? But they used to it, man. They used to it, man. It's like commonplace. But now I'm used to it. I wasn't used to it then. Lizards, you're going to find lizards everywhere in the Philippines. I don't care what kind of house you got. If it's a little crack or opening, a lizard going to get in your house. We get lizards in here every day. Sometimes we catch them and flip them out. And then sometimes we just let them go.
There's no lizard in the U.S.
I don't think I've ever seen a lizard. It's according to where state you live in. I think they have them in Hawaii because Enos told us they have them in Hawaii. But I don't think I've ever seen a lizard in where I live in South Carolina and Georgia. I don't think I've ever.
Wow.
Lizards usually thrive in tropical regions, okay? Tropical, hot, humid regions, okay? So,
okay.
Lamont, what's up, man? It's a SunTrust condo in the Philippines. SunTrust condo, okay?
SunTrust?
I'm not familiar with that one.
I'm not also.
Yeah, Ryan Train, Bobby, Trent. Night. What's up, Trent?
Hello, Trent.
Good morning, Bobby. At least what's really going on in the bed, man? We on lockdown, baby.
Again.
Lockdown 2. Okay? Look at the last video I showed you, man. We're ECQ2. That's what we're doing. ECQ2. That's enhanced community quarantine 2. Second time around, said it's better than the first. We'll see about that. Ryan Train, Bobby Lee D. Terry Fleming. He said, yeah, someone rode an empty train yesterday, Bobby D.
Oh, we didn't see that.
Really? Who was
it? I think you rescheduled the time.
Oh, let me tell you what happened, man. I rescheduled. I had a schedule, right? Then stuff come up. I told you my family first, man. I put my family first. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, but that's how I am. That's how I expect y'all to be. All right, put your family first. Your business, your finances, whatever you gotta do. You don't give me nothing, man. Don't give us donation, nothing. If you gotta take that money, do what you gotta do with yourself. Do it. Okay, that's what I'm about. Take care of yourself first. But something came up. I mean, these couldn't do it. So I rescheduled y'all. You have to understand me and recognize that when you see it rescheduled, it's not because I'm playing game with y'all. I don't play that. I got to do it. My family come first. And y'all know that. Because I expect y'all to do the same thing. Your family come first. Do your family thing, man. Don't bump me. Your family first. Okay? You take care of you first. And your business first. And when you get a chance for me, do me. Okay? But other than that, do yourself first. I take care of my family. I take care of some things. I'm sorry for that.
I think it was Jerry. Talina, Terry Fleming. Well, I'm 5'3" and the only I have in the house is bumping my head when I walk under the coffee table.
Terry Fleming, you know.
It's so funny, Terry.
Terry Fleming. Hey, Terry Fleming, don't be worried about your height, man. I'm 5'5",
Yeah.
so I'm just 2 inches taller than you. We about the same size, man.
A lot of small people here.
You would be right at home in the Philippines because there's people shorter than you. They got men like 5 feet, man. I'm talking about grown men. 5 feet, no short guy. When I come out here, I feel like a giant. I'm 5'5". You're gonna feel the same way. You're gonna be right at home when you come here. People be like, you be over people like a giant. You be like, hey man, how you doing? Patting them on the head like that. That's what I do.
You always do it.
Every time I find, I like to play. You know, y'all know me. I play with people. I see a little lady. I say, hey lady, how are you? I pat on the head. She be down there because I feel like a giant. When you get out here, man, your height will be to your advantage. You're 5'3", and you're a short guy, just like me in the USA. When you come out here, you be like, I'm a giant now. You gonna have a good time. Rod Chain Bobby Lee's D, One Nation. Terry Fleming. Only problem out here, you gonna have that problem out here. Rod Chain Bobby Lee's D. Remember, hey, Terry Fleming, what's up? What's up? Rod Chain Bobby Lee's D, One Nation. Terry Fleming said, Murphy, what's up, man? Having a good time. Remember, hey, he said Terry Fleming fell off the sofa, rolling on the floor. Say it ain't do, sir, Fleming. Terry Fleming's a trip, man. Rod Chain Bobby, he said, yes, so it is, Sir Murphy. Remember, he said the ride is good, folks, but gotta go. Good night. Good night, peeps.
Murphy.
Get ready, show, Bobby. Thank you, welcome, Murphy. Good night. Have a good one, Murphy. Good to see you, man. Thank you for showing up. Robert Lee, what's up? He said, thanks, Bobby Lee G. Got to go now, but we'll be back as always. Be blessed. Thank you. Thanks so much, Robert. Take care, man. Love, good to have you with us. All right, that's it for today. All right, guys, we got to go. We got to go. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for everyone that gave. Much love to you. You are appreciated. Thank you so much. Thank you. Now, we're not going to do all the comments tonight. Let's go ahead down to the last comment. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the program, y'all. Go to the last comment. The last closing remark, Lisa. For those of you that are here, remember to call 1-800. Last comment. Okay. Trent, the last closing comment. Trent Knight, yes indeed. Lizards in the USA. Yeah, I know, man. A lot of them. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't have any lizards where I live. So I know it's in Hawaii. I didn't have any lizards where I live. Go to the last closing comment, please, Lisa D. Last closing comment.
A towering presence, run like the wind. Be a king or a queen. Life in the Philippines.
All right, guys. It's been real. If you call that 1-800 number if you need any veteran information, they'll be able to assist you. It's been real. But we got to go. This is Bobby D.
And Lisa D.
Saying take care.
God bless.
And peace.
Stay safe.
Take care, guys. Enjoy.